Hey, welcome back.
Hey,
Welcome back to Natural Good. My name's Andre. Thanks so much for tuning in. We got a wild new setup here, don't we?
yeah.
Oh, I hit F12, which opens this box, so that's kind of programmed for
Do we have audio?
Do we have audio? Yeah, it looks like we do. We're not going to hear ourselves, besides, obviously, what we
Because
hear
right now,
ourselves.
yeah. Okay. Hey, we have audio. Hi, I'm Patrick.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going? My name is Andre. I'm joined by Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
Patrick is here every single first of the month.
Thursday, first Thursday of the month. Yeah.
So
At least,
really cool.
right?
We got chat up here on the screen. It looks like it's actually going to cut into our camera. That'll be fine. We'll fix that.
Yeah.
JC though from YouTube, I gotta apologize firstly that this we're trying this out today. I'll get to that in a second. But currently the chat right now on this slide is only Twitch, which is a bit less than ideal. So this works. So in the future we'll get YouTube in there. Sorry about that YouTube chat. We're also streaming live on YouTube. Can't stay as it's 2 a.m. here in the UK. Just wanted to say hi. Keep up the great content. Looking forward to the compile video. That's very kind, JC.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you have a good evening and a good rest of the week. Thanks for that comment.
Yeah.
What's up, Twitch chat? You're now on the screen. So fancy, Pogos. How's it going? Infectio, you do have audio. Hey, you too. Jester, what's up? That angle shift. Yeah, we got this like cinematic angle.
Hey, what's up?
This is cool.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's pretty fancy, right?
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
It's okay.
Twitch chat rules. YouTube chat. You might use control. This is Defcon. What's up? I remember back when this was a simple podcast before it got so slick and professional. Yeah, we were professional day one. I don't possibly know how you're not gonna.
Is this a podcast?
No, almost.
No, I would have known if this was a podcast.
Yeah. Today is June 7.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. We got to crush this down a bit. It's June 7th. So we got Pat here today, and just to give you a bit of off the top, look, we can move this live. Patrick Hype,
Patrick Hype, hey.
So generally, Pat, when you're here, what we want to do is we're going to be playing some nice, basic, fundamental Netrunner.
That's right.
Yeah. As much as possible. I think last time you were on here, I think I played too much, and I'm going to let you play more, and kind of we'll talk about it a bit better.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. Generally, how the stream works is we start with the deck list of the week. So let's just jump right into it. I'm just having too much fun with this thing.
Yeah, like this nice setup.
Yeah, right? Unfortunately, we're going to jump back to the other camera, and the other camera is just like, oh, this transition is going to keep showing up.
Oh, no.
The other camera is like not as good as the other one. Yeah, right? Like,
hey, this is the horrifying, ugly versions of ourselves.
Yeah, what's up? Cool. Deck list of the week is actually a really cool one. We'll get to that in a second. This is Frantic Knife Throwing, which, you know what? Funny enough, this was the deck list. I think we have to open this in Chrome because it probably won't work. This is the deck list that we played as the last game last week. It was like the 10 to midnight deck. I think we played one of these. And this deck comes from Jamie, who is in chat right now. I do like this cam line go better. Oh, really? Good to know.
Well, all right.
1 second. I think we're on Chrome, so we got to do this. Yeah, so I guess we'll talk about the camera real quick. So next week is E3. That's going to be important because I'm not going to be here next week, so there's going to be no stream. But I have all my E3 like camera equipment with me, so I thought it'd be a good idea just to like attach it to the stream to see how things go. So this normally can't look this good because I just don't have this. Maxie, how's it going? What's up? How you doing? Thanks for dropping by.
Pulling audio from two sources.
Oh, there is an echo? That is... I don't understand why that would be the case. Oh, there is. Should be fixed right now. Can we confirm that in chat? Who has Bloop? How's it going?
Clap?
It finally happened. No, I think we're synced. I just think that there was 2 audio sources, and I can see why there was. We had this one on. Better. Perfect. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, there was 2 sources. It was the webcam had its microphone on, which is not something we should be doing. Cool. Okay. Anyways, this is Frantic Knife Throwing. It's actually pretty cool deck. This, I don't know. Have you seen this at all?
Yeah, I glanced at this.
Cool. So, this deck list is Jamie's from Emergency Shutdown. Jamie streams Tuesday nights. We were actually on that stream. I was on that stream last week. Shadow, how's it going? Thanks for dropping by. So this is Lamb, which is like a really powerful card that came out in the last data pack. Not Kampala, the one before that, the Whispers and Alabale. And it makes any ice a barrier.
Yeah.
At least once a turn, which is super cool on its own because it can break any piece of ice for generally 7 credits.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo AI.
Yeah, right.
Without the dangerous subtype of AI.
Yeah, it doesn't say AI on it, which actually is a pretty good thing. It's not weak to ice, but I never realized just all on its own. Playing Lamb with Quetzal lets you break any single subroutine ice.
Yes,
in the
that's
game
really cool
for
because
2
you
credits,
make something into a barrier, and then Quetzal breaks that barrier subroutine.
which is super cool.
Yeah.
We are playing this on top. If we make anything a barrier, if it's less than 5 strength, we can get through it for 1 credit with Morningstar. And the vast majority of ice is less than 5 strength.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, some of the bigger stuff, we're going to have to pump up our lamb and we're going to have to break it, which is still not that expensive. It's a bit pricey. That's why we have cards like Spinal Modem in our deck to make things a bunch cheaper. Tanuki Kid, how's it going? Tanu Kid, good evening as well. I've only seen VODs until now. This is so neat. How's it going? Hey, thanks for joining. Things are good. It's been good. I usually start talking about the weather, but we haven't just yet. Everyone put Hadrian's Wall on your decks to take against Andre. It's fine. We'll just boost a couple times.
Yeah.
So it's also called Frantic Knife Throwing because we have a cool card called Knifed.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can make any ice a barrier, we can trash any ice. And it's the first one a turn, or the first one per run, which makes it a bit more difficult. Generally, we're trashing the outermost ice, but it's not too bad at all. Now, Jamie has been working on this deck for a while, and this is one of the first editions. I have been giving my feedback to this deck a bunch of times since then, and I think there's what I'm going to call out some things of this deck that I think could be better. Firstly, there's not a lot of card draw in this deck. In fact, the only card draw in this deck right now is Inject. And card draw is a really good thing you want in your deck. It gets you to your other cards, it gets you to your economy, it gets you to all the pressure that you could possibly need. Frantic Coding is like a pseudo draw card.
Yeah.
Just for your breakers.
Yeah, of course, just for your breakers, but...
If you throw out your events, you can same old thing them, which we have 3 of, but that's pretty low on tempo. But there's not a lot of draw in this deck. There's also very little money in this deck. Actually, no, this version has pretty good. I think other versions didn't have liberated accounts, but there's just some things that we want to iron out. And Defcon's choosing this here. Oh, Levy AR draws you 5 cards.
That's a good point.
But that's the problem with this deck, is if a deck doesn't draw very well, the chance of Levy being good, the chance of you going through your deck and need a Levy is pretty low.
Yeah, I was about to say, so is Levy there because Frantic Coding is in there?
I'm assuming that's originally what the idea was.
Yeah.
If you Frantic 2 times, you might have a deck so you can Levy out of it. I don't think you Frantic maybe once. I think you Frantic all game because you're going to find something.
Yeah,
you can trash your breakers with Inject, and it's actually better to Inject into Retrieval.
And then Retrieval Run, of course.
Yeah. The thing that I'm realizing with Frantic Coding is it doesn't reduce the cost by fully. It reduces by 5. So even if you go ahead and Frantic Coding out of Morningstar, it's still 6 credits.
Yeah, because Frantic Coding is not free. It's still kind of a pricey event. So.
Which I'm not loving. I think in the versions that we've been trying since that, we've been playing with, I've been playing with Making an Entrance, which is a cool card that lets you trash cards, order things, and you retrieve around them turn 1. Mad Dog, how's it going? He's Patrick, the new star match all good. Most time the game is over by 20 cards. Yeah, that's what I think. Like, maybe you don't need the card draw, but I don't think you're going to Levy. We're going to open with playing this deck. Pat, do you want to take the wheel on this one?
Yeah, I'd love to.
And after that, I have a version of this deck that's kind of been my version of it. We haven't had the sign-off on... Jamie hasn't, approved of it yet, so we'll just say that this is our version of this idea. It has a lot more of the fundamental stuff, a lot more card draw. It doesn't have the Levy, which I think is an easy swap, but we'll see how they go. My main problem right now in the meta is that there's a lot of decks that require you to have a pretty strong economy starting up. I've been playing against a lot of things, and we'll talk about this in the news segment, but right now, I think specifically Argus is really popular.
Yeah.
And the Argus decks today are playing cards like Economic Warfare, which here I'll pull up so we can see it, and Hard-Hitting News. And the idea is if you ever try and run on the Corp and you don't have enough money, you get all your money taken away, and then you lose.
And then Brian Stinson's probably going to be in the mix.
Yes, and Hard-Hitting News. There's some really bad things.
Yeah.
So I think one of the best things you can do, and it's probably the case for every deck, is just to run a really strong economy. The version that I think Jamie ran on Tuesday on the channel had a bit less economy than this. So this one's okay, but I think economy is really important right now. Cool. It's good that you can break ice for cheap, but okay, let's get this in. If you're just tuning in, by the way, my name's Andre.
Hi, I'm Patrick. Wait, this camera. Hi, I'm Patrick.
Yeah, how's it going? We got
camera 2.
We actually have that as an option. We can do hey, what's up? And you can barrel down lens.
Nice. I think they got the impression.
Yeah. All right, let's throw this in here. To give a heads up for the rest of tonight, after we play some of this deck list of the week, we are going to be building some basic, nice, good stuff criminal. Kampala Ascended is live on the servers of JNet, and there's a lot of really good criminal cards. In fact, Account Siphon just came back, which is really good. So we're going to try and play some fundamental criminal cards and decks, just kind of like the old Netrunner, I think, that we grew up on.
Oh, man, I just thought of a much better title for the stream.
Uh-oh.
Diversion of fundamentals.
Ooh.
Right? Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah. We'll fix it later in post.
Corey, what's up? Camera 2 scares me. Yeah, people have been saying that this angle's strange. I don't know what you're talking about. This one is... It's cinematic. It's fine. Here, let's get this in. Oh, I think this is the deck list already. We call it an even paladin. It's a thing.
I don't get it.
It's a Hearthstone joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think if I type this, something comes up, so I gotta... Yeah, that keeps coming up if I type the accent. That's not good.
Oh, that's a key command?
Yeah, because I use the alt codes. All right. Use the camera angles for dramatic effect. Like, oh no, change angle with the government.
Andre's sidekick.
Oh, Nick, how's it go?
I thought we were cool. Oh man.
Yeah, whenever we steal an agenda, we'll cut to the wide cam, and like because this is actually like a proper DSLR camera, we can even like Nice.
Like this? I don't know. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if anyone should like that.
Oh, let's get back in here. You gotta pick your deck. You're off. It's Patrick. You're kind of like a cooler Robin.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm the Red Hood to your Alfred.
Yeah. All right, you are now running the brand as well. Nightwing, yeah.
Yeah, I take over Bloodhaven and you keep Gotham. So I guess we can start, right?
Yeah, you want to launch that. So, couple things. That is not particularly that experienced at Jinteki.net, so this should be fine. We'll walk it through. Also, our camera is actually going to be in this bottom corner, which is probably kind of bad, but I got to embarrassingly show this for a second.
Okay.
I've been having problems with my Windows license. I bought a new license.
I thought you were going to tell them this.
No, that's fine. I'll be honest about it. And so I have this stamp at the bottom. Oh, that's the wrong camera. I have this stamp at the bottom of my screen, and it's gonna like fuck up the chat. Are you okay with having this over the chat? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna block it so we don't have to look at it. We'll have new Windows up by like 2 weeks from now when I get to reformat. Wow, you want us to talk a bit about this hand?
That's Mulligan, right? There's no economy in here whatsoever. Yeah.
So and we're playing against exactly the deck that we talked about.
Yeah, exactly. So let's Mulligan that.
Chance. Perfect.
Oh, nice.
Defcon's saying go for it.
Well, too late.
No. I don't know what go for it means. I think go for it's for the camera.
Oh.
I think it's cool. Okay, so we'll just put our camera back. Okay, so let's shrink these. Oh man, I gotta link these cameras again. I don't know. Whatever. We're not gonna...
Why are you making me small?
It's so hard to do this now. Alright, cool.
Okay, so...
It's fine where it is, maybe a little smaller. Yeah, perfect. I think we just got you right there.
Alright, so Argus is at 7 credits. We've got a Dirty Laundry, so we can go on R&D. What
happens if you hit an agenda? Do you take the net damage? Mind you, we don't even have I've had worse in this deck, so like the damage is actually kind of taxing. So we talked about this before. Argus has economic warfare, which is a 3 of the most Argus decks, and with big threat is hard-hitting news, because not only is Boom around, but there is a new Scorched Earth that just came out, which is really popular. It's easier to play than Boom. So I don't think we want to interact with them until we have a lot more money.
Right. Unfortunately, Dirty Laundry is our only economy right now, so you want to draw up.
Yeah, we do have a cool card that can draw up into economy.
Oh yeah, we can play Inject. Why don't I start with an Inject?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope.
All right, so I think Liberate is pretty good. The other option, actually, we could do Laundry into Archives, and that will end us on some good amount of credits. It's also good to know that we trashed nothing, so we have a full hand. But I think the primary goal number 1, if we just want to play around a minimal set of cards, is just get money.
Yeah. So yeah, Laundry Archives twice.
Yeah, and you mentioned this, like while we could Laundry R&D, I think that might be the best thing, because if we hit an agenda, actually if we hit an agenda, we could just take the damage because we have so many.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah, maybe we try that. Snare would be bad, but they pay 4 for that.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna Dirty Laundry R&D.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. You do it up.
Oh yeah.
All right, it's an Overseer Matrix, which is that's a wild new card.
Yeah, this is the one that's gonna lay on a lot of tags. They're gonna put this in like their price tag server.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Do we want to deal with that, or do we want to trash it for 2? If we trash it for 2, we also go see another card, but we can also come back and trash it next click. You bet they're running DRT, Dedicated Response Team. They easily could be. This could be more like a horizontal trap deck, and that would be really scary.
I like trashing it here and then Dirty Laundry again on...
Sure, we're going to be a bit low on credits, but let's give it a shot.
Okay, Dirty Laundry.
Jamie's saying Killy. There's actually a chance that maybe that might be a mistake, because we just want to make sure we have 6 credits to install the... Oh, it's a forced connection. We are so done. They're playing so many traps. This is why we shouldn't interact with them when we have no credits. So now we have 2 tags. We can clear one of them. Actually, we can clear both. It's just all our money.
No, it's 2 tags and we have 1 click left.
Yeah, but we're going to get money from this, from the laundry.
Yeah, but we'll still have 1 tag at the end.
But that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you probably want to trash that.
Do we, or do we make them draw it? Yeah, let's trash it.
Yeah, because we're going to hit it again if they draw it. Okay, so check this out.
Okay.
2 tags is really bad.
Yes.
Because with 2 tags, you can die to boom. You can sometimes die to double whatever the new Scorch is, high value project. But there's no way for them to punish us with single tag besides exchange of information, which isn't a real thing right now, and closed accounts. So I think clearing 1 tag is enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm clearing 1 tag.
That's fine.
And the turn. Yeah.
You got to throw a card out.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way we need 2 knives. We don't even have a breaker.
Yeah.
Okay. So they could, with 1 tag, there's not actually that much potent punishment. Close accounts is the best one. And it looks like we're not going to get hard-hitting news. We're not going to get economic warfare. I still think, no matter what, we just want the money.
Yeah. So install liberated, click, remove tag.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
Firefox seems much more reliable with Twitch. Chrome would freeze video 30 seconds. Anyone else having similar issues? Oh, it's interesting to know. Because we're doing the Twitch beta that has like less delay, I've been told that if you go into the settings of Twitch in the player corner and you choose the setting yourself, oh my god, we have to interact with them. We just got
no. Oh my god, what are they doing?
Bioethics on top of like price.
Wow, that's cool.
So that's the restricted card.
Okay, and they trash their knife, but that's not going to... What's going on? That's so cool.
So you definitely want to go trash that. So what do you think the cards are in that remote?
At least 1 price deck, maybe another Overseer Matrix.
Okay. So this card specifically costs 2 to trash.
Yeah.
Now the other cards I think they could be running, they could easily be running Mumbet Virtual Tour, which means we want to access that when we have less.
So we want to run with 6 credits, trash that for 2 to go down to 4, so we aren't forced to trash the Virtual Tour.
We can still trash 1 prize deck.
Yeah.
And the trace on the 2 tag card will be an issue, but we have enough clicks to remove the tags.
Yes.
I think we don't want to have too much money when we run because Mumbet Virtual Tour would be such a problem.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, so we run.
Yeah, sorry, Mad Dog. If you choose the settings in Twitch and you put it from auto to like 1080p or 720, whatever you want, I've been told that helps a lot with this specific stream.
All right. Corporation. Okay. So corporation can still res after the successful run.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay. So I'm gonna say successful run.
So they didn't. So there's a chance there's also that card we trashed in Overseer Matrix, but it looks like we're fine.
Okay.
So you definitely want to get rid of that. There's also a chance that they might be playing the card that says if you trash a card, the baseball bat.
Oh yes, of course.
Which means they can trash this, but we have no installed cards.
No, the baseball. Oh yeah, baseball bat is like solid resources as well.
It's just not virtual.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's a Brian Stinson, so we can get rid of that. Like, not trash it, but we can just get out of the money zone. Yeah. And also, I don't think they played any transactions, so it doesn't matter.
And the last one.
Yeah, which is going to be a price tag. Oh, it's a forced connection.
That's okay, cool. Trace 5.
So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you take it. You definitely want to trash that for 0.
Oh, yeah, sure. Remove 2 tags. We'll leave this on the table, or do we take money?
A single tag, we can only die to double scorched. Yeah. So we can take all the money and just clear 1 tag, and we'll be perfectly fine. Again, it's only closed accounts that punishes us, but they could have done that last turn, or 2 turns ago.
Wait, okay. So if we take all the money off that, then we remove 1. Oh yeah, because it's only 2 tags. Sorry, I forgot how many tags we're at. So yeah, take money. Take money, remove tag.
And that's like the biggest difference in this meta that now we have a new Scorchers. It matters how many tags you have.
Yeah, I like that a lot versus the old Scorch.
Yeah, because 1 tag means, resources are scary. 2 tags means you can die. And they just have a lot of money now. Setting it to full HD instead of 720 just eliminates so shaky compression errors. Good source. Hey, perfect. I'll stick with FF for now. Try to transition away from our Google overlords. Good luck, eh? We're on Firefox here, too.
Okay.
Underwood, are they playing Big Brother into Boom? If Big Brother rotated, we're fine. We're good.
Oh, Big Brother. All right, so I'm going to draw up here. At least my first click.
We have no other plays.
Yeah.
So we can't play any of these cards.
Gonna drop again.
Yeah, we want to throw that out, right?
So we want to overdraw, trash this.
Yeah, that's a good start. Again, this is like why there's so many cards in this version of the deck that are like situational, depend on you having a full setup. Yeah. They're like they're very good cards when you are set up, but like we're also not having the best draw. But like that's what I think about the deck. Generally, you want to get the good fundamentals, so you always have economy, you always have draw, and then you pepper this stuff in.
So do you want to gain credit and then this is in the bin?
Yeah, we could consider removing the tag, but I don't even think that's going to matter. They're so far away from winning. 14 credits is kind of scary because now they can they can do a lot. Yeah, I think we just credit throw that out again. High profile target. That's the one, Zach. That's the new Scorchers is called high profile target. But they have to play 3 of them for us to die. That's highly unlikely. Profile target 2 meat per tag, 1 cost. That's the one. Benjamin, yo, how's it going? How's the data packs been? There is a new Scorched Earth that just came out, and that's what Corey's explaining to you. I like that they made tags slightly more granular now. It's the best part of the design. The problem with Scorched, it was like single tag means dead, and now it's actually interesting.
Okay, so they've installed something new here.
Into Stinson, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would we possibly run server 1? I'm not saying that we don't, but like, let's talk about what that could be and what we're worried about.
So we know it's a Stinson, and that's probably like, it's probably a price tag, or maybe they're bluffing an agenda.
How do they win? That's always one of the most important things you have to discuss in the Netrunner game. How is this opponent going to win?
They want to kill us.
Okay.
That seems clear, even though we haven't seen their kill cards yet.
And do you think they're good enough at scoring out agendas really fast?
No.
Okay, which means we don't have to do much, right?
Right, we can wait for them to show us when there's an agenda.
Because if they're running a lot of 1-pointers, maybe they're running 3-pointers and they're running punitive, we have to find out. But if that's the case, like, it's going to be a while for them to be able to threaten scoring 7 points, which means we have some time to set up, which is really good. Okay. I keep forgetting to defend versus New Siphon. Yeah, luckily they did. Yeah, Benjamin, it's a dope card. It's such a cooler design. So I don't think we have to run with that. I think the best thing we could do is solidify our economy, which means we have 3 gambles in the deck, 1 more laundry, 2 more liberated, 3 daily casts. Yeah,
so I'm gonna keep drawing, see what I can get.
Don't worry, Nick. You'll learn soon enough. An Ice HQ at a reflex.
Frantic coding.
So,
how badly do you want to get into HQ? Not bad. Not
we
that
don't
bad,
want to run until we have money.
Yeah. I'm gonna draw again.
Yeah. No, we just need money. That's money. The thing is, if we install that, it's going to be an issue.
It's Brian,
tag.
So,
and Brian,
So I want to remove the tag.
Yeah, and then you can throw out the cards that are either no good and or that we can retrieval run into. So now we can also retrieval run into Lamb if they double ice us.
Right, so I'll get rid of Lamb.
Yeah, and now Frantic is a dead card because we have all our breakers.
And then one of the makers, I guess.
I think that's probably right. There's a chance that we can get rid. We have 3 same old things on the deck, so getting rid of the levy is only bad if we go through our deck, which we aren't, considering we're not playing Frantic anymore, and or they arc lock down. So I would throw out the levy. Levy's not terrible.
Throw the levy.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like I don't know if we're ever gonna play it. Cool. Emergency is saying you wouldn't trash Lamb. It looks like they don't have that much ice. If they ice up archives, it could be an issue. Rashid is actually something we definitely would want to trash.
Yeah, that's too bad, huh?
Yeah,
that's all right.
And this sort of card draw with Rashida is really scary with these decks because not only does it give them 3 credits, but they draw 3 cards. The chance of them finding
the combo pieces, the kill cards.
Now they iced up archives.
All right.
The chance of them having 2 copies of that card, you know, the one that makes you lose 4 credits, the yogurt shop.
Economic warfare.
Yeah, that's the one. It's gonna be an issue.
Okay, so we wish we had Lamb now. Well, no, we still aren't going to run until they make us run. So
yeah, and they're icing only centrals, which means if they want to ice the remotes, let alone there's a lot of single subroutine and their ice that they could be running. I mean barriers, so that's like pretty good for our pressure.
All right, install triple quick.
Yeah, we just need money.
Yeah,
that's another big thing is as soon as we run and they double hit us with the economic warfare, there's a chance they can even Brian if we don't have a line. Andre, all the new data packs are still really fun. Don't have the news yet. My Alice deck didn't really work out. Couldn't make it through ice. If you're doing damage, or you were doing viruses, right? That's hard. Viruses, you definitely need like the virus breeding grounds. You need a lot of work to keep that going.
All right. So you drew a card, installed a card in the server.
So that's the thing about this deck is I think this deck is much better positioned against Glacier, right? Because it's really good at breaking ice.
Yeah.
But so many of the decks right now are pressuring runners in a different way because there are so many good ways to deal with ice in the meta right now, like Amakua, Gabali, Kangamato, Grappling Hook, all that sort of stuff. Which means I don't know if this is the perfect meta for this. It's still pretty cool though.
So they did draw a card last click and then discard.
Yeah, that's I like that. Strictly a misplay. There's no way that that's right. So what possibly could that be? They're also probably playing recursion cards.
Yeah.
They're running bioethics because that card's not very good unless you can get a bunch of them on the board.
Sure. So, I mean, that card could be anything. It could be a Rashida.
Yeah.
It could be any of a number of upgrades that we don't want to see.
False lead is also particularly bad if they score one of those.
Oh yeah, false lead would be rough.
So worst case scenario, we run that. It's a Mumbet virtual tour. We go down to 10 credits, and then they do economic and economic. We're now at 2 credits, and then
and they Brian hedge fund.
Which means if we could run and then always take money off of our liberated accounts, then we'd probably be okay.
Okay. So you think we should run this just in case it is something that we want to trash?
I think that we're not running for a couple turns. They might jam something here. They may have drawn last click to specifically discard a card. Yeah, but then you still just draw second click. Like, it's nothing wrong about discarding a card. It's just they install the card and then draw. So there's always a chance they draw a card better than the one they install. So that's why you always want it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, let's run the server. See what happens.
Might try to do an Aesop's Apex now. Benjamin, you can't strictly do that unless you run the other card assimilated.
Well,
Watch out for that.
You can assimilate Aesop.
Yeah. Because it's not virtual. Yo, Dazzler, how's it going?
All right. I am going to run the server.
Yeah, let's see how bad
see what happens.
So, Snare is kind of rough, but they pay 4 for it. Our cards in hand are not important.
We're not going to die to it.
No.
All right, new card.
Atlas.
No.
I told you.
Sure.
Times like this, I could really go for a Film Critic. This deck doesn't have one. I don't love Film Critic. Oh, yeah, we also take...
Yeah, take damage?
Take the damage.
Yeah.
None of these cards are that great right now. Good, we kept the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
We have to access a Stinson. That doesn't really matter that much, does it?
We're not going to trash Stinson, are we? Because we're controlling our economy in a different way.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about it.
Okay, so from here, things that we are worried about. Hard-hitting news, all that. For that to play against that, we have to get money. We're also kind of weak to double punitive. We need to draw twice. We also don't have I've Had Worse, so we're kind of weak to punitive. Punitive 2-pointer deck, maybe that's a thing.
All right, so I'm going to draw, click, unless we draw something.
Yeah, see if we draw a lot of money, maybe. Okay, I'll keep drawing. And then you probably just want your credits.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy with that.
So we're in an okay spot.
Good.
I'm starting with a deck list the week a while back that used Chop On and Assimilator. Perfect. Yeah, that's actually a really good combo. Assimilator is fun when it gets going, for sure.
I haven't tried an Assimilator Apex deck yet. Okay, now they're trying to make a scoring server.
It looks like they are, which is fine.
Or a very bad bioethics server.
Yeah, incredibly bad bioethics server. Top players always draw last click. Hey. Okay, so
we have retrieval. Oh wait, archives is iced.
All right, so we have one Atlas. It looks like they're running conventional agendas. If they ever score an Atlas without advancement counters on it, I honestly don't care that much. It doesn't do enough for their board state. It's a blank through 2. Are you doing anything for Pride Month? Not particularly. I'm not gonna be here next week, so there's not even gonna be that much streaming on Pride Month.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll draw. I just want to see what happens.
What are we drawing into?
So our only breakers are the barrier breakers, right?
We do have a Surfer though, and Surfer is really cool if it's a barrier on the outside. That's also an issue. Is if we don't retrieval run our Morningstar, we're paying 8 for it, which in a matchup that's so economy heavy, it's untenable.
Yeah. How big is Lamb?
Lamb's 4.
Lamb's not as expensive as I thought it was.
No, it's not.
To be fair.
What's the worst if we face check it? There's that new ice that does 2 tags. We do a
Surveyor,
trace 4. We can pay for that. We can just let the end run in. I think running it first click is maybe not the terrible thing.
Yeah, let's run the server.
If this deck had I've Had Worse, we'd be like trying to draw an I've Had Worse in hand and then tank damage.
Then tank.
But we can't do that. Right, so let's see how this goes. Enigma. All right. So cool. That's probably just cheap end the run ice. We lose a click on that, so that's not the worst.
Yeah.
You want to jack out there.
Yeah.
They should end the run in theory, but it's fine. Okay, so we have 2 clicks left.
Okay.
We need a Lamb. Yeah, we did.
So with 2 clicks, we don't want to risk hitting a Surveyor because that would give us 2 tags. Although, again, we aren't in danger.
We have more money to trace them at this point. The Surveyor, they go down to 17 credits.
Yeah.
So they did Rashida, and this is the first agenda. There's probably an agenda in Server 1, but this means it's actually not the worst time to check HQ.
Yeah.
Because they jammed all their assets and upgrades, so it's all that, and they installed 5 ice. So what's in hand is likely either traps or agendas. It's maybe worth, because we've already risked I've Had Worse or risk hard hitting news. We might just want to see how much money they can spend.
Sure.
The deck list of the week isn't a sunny deck at least once during Pride Month.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we do, Pavgos. I think making them res ice is actually a pretty good idea. And if they're ice...
Veritas.
That one's annoying.
Yeah, it's a bit annoying.
That's fine.
Okay.
So that just all fires. So they spend 4, and then it's a 4 credit swing.
All right, so... Oh, wait. Why didn't they trace us?
It's happening right now.
Okay, cool.
So you can pay 2 to save 2, which you 100% of the time.
Yes, because I'm saving 2 and a click.
I'm joking. It's the same. It's a trace to lose 2 credits, I'm pretty sure. What's the trace say, actually? Oh, it's a tag. Yeah, no, definitely trace 2, yeah.
Okay, so...
Actually, I thought it was trace 2, lose 2, never mind. Cool. That's also a scary card because we are running a Spinal Modem, which if we fail, trace take a brain damage, but I don't think...
I mean, Surveyor's going to be really nasty, too.
Yeah. It's higher than 5 strength, that'd be an issue. Yeah, I guess the access here.
Okay.
We're already committed.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, you steal that.
Tag and remove it?
Quetzal is non-binary. Yeah, Quetzal is.
Yeah.
Nero also, too.
Yeah, Nero. I mean, the rest of it, like, they aren't really overt with it, which is...
No, Nero, they're more subtle. Quetzal is, like, kind of also in the flavor of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a tag and remove it.
You know what? I would have taken the meat damage, but...
Really? I feel like that's a bit risky.
It's fine. Hitting retrieval would suck. We have 2 more. Yo, Shalom, how's it going?
Rainbow would be a good piece of ice. That's true.
Wow, Rainbow, what's up right now? Adam Pixel Robots. We are now on 4 points. They are doing nothing to us, which is absolutely madness. We could always test the water run archives, but I don't think they would res unless we did a retrieval run. And paying retrieval run and getting nothing from it is probably too much. You 2 are in sync, adorable. So what are we doing here? They didn't score anything in the remote.
Yeah, so whatever they put there is
could
probably
be
just a
response team.
Dedicated response beam or another upgrade.
Could be that one that does damage, the urban renewal, which we have a couple turns to deal with. The problem is we can't get through any single end run ice.
Yeah.
But they didn't punish us. I think if we find a bit more money, we can start poking again.
Yes, I'm gonna draw up.
You're too scared. You've been good this whole time. Yeah, but I think that's us being lucky. I think the amount that they should have drawn, we should definitely got punished there.
I'm gonna draw up again.
Gotta be frantic. That's really hard to play unless we go through the Veritas, but it's not something we want to do right now.
Do we want to play the same old thing now? Just have something down and then gain credit?
Are we ever going to play the same old thing? Are we going to spend 2 clicks on an event?
I guess we're not really...
we could same old thing legwork through that thing. That might win us the game, but it also might give us a bunch of tags. Yeah, maybe just install take a credit. Oh, did your water glass get bigger? It's a liter now. It's huge. It's a pickle jar. So they're also 20 cards. They're more than halfway through their deck and they've scored no points. So it looks like they're trying to set up something. This agenda is really good with 24/7 news cycle, which they could be on.
Oh, that's rough.
And they just give us a bad pub, which is pretty good.
All right, that'll be pretty helpful with the lamb.
It helps with the trace too.
You know, lamb is my mother's maiden name.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. What? It's just 1 A though.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Yo, move on. Hello. How's it going? Oh, man. So, new card in the remote. They gave us a bad pub. They just got a bunch of credits. They rebounded a fair bit. They have almost getting close to double our credits.
Yeah.
So, in theory, if they don't boost the trace and need Dirty Laundry HQ, it's credit neutral. I'm not sure how good that is.
Yeah.
Maybe we want to find out what ice is on R&D, and then we can continue.
Yeah, I'm thinking of trying R&D.
I like to imagine that Andre can't afford actual cups, spends all his money on Netrunner stuff.
Not far off. Yeah, I'm gonna try R&D here.
I guess so. We have bad.
Maybe we should try archives because archives is more valuable to us to know.
Yeah, that sucks. That's fine.
Yeah,
eventually we break that for 1, I guess.
Okay.
We can always make his eye through that though, which is great. So we take it. We've lost our knife. That's fine.
Okay.
We take a tag. So.
Continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right back running Pat's bank account.
No.
Great.
No.
We don't have to deal with that.
Yeah. All right, we've got 1 tag.
I don't even know if you remove the tag, I'll be honest. You might not want to remove the tag this turn. If they trash our same old thing, they spend 2 credits on a click.
Yeah, I would be okay with them doing that.
Yeah.
Next turn, we could play Dirty Laundry through R&D.
I would Maker's Eye, definitely.
Maker's Eye would be better, of course.
I think you just want to find more money. Again, closed accounts is a weakness to this deck, but we haven't seen anything. That's not going to be great.
No. Gonna draw again.
But yes, jar of pickles. Yeah, a lot of these cards are not particularly great right now because we need to set up and we need our breakers down. Maybe we needed the frantic. We still have 2 in the deck, but we're going to be clicking for a draw a lot because I think we have 2 more injects and that's it.
I mean, we're going to try archives eventually to see if we can.
The thing is, there won't res. There's no reason to res ice on archives unless they're fucking value Hortum or some shit, which is a misplay, I think.
Yeah.
Have we seen influence in their deck? No, we've seen none.
Oh, that's true. We haven't.
Oh, no, we have
seen this.
So we're assuming that's 6 influence down and a restricted card. So no Hunter Seeker, no Global Food. Those are generally the 2 you play around.
All right, so I'm just going to credit Toss the Spinal.
Yeah, we have 2 more of those. We're so far away from that being good. Yeah, look, if they don't punish us here, we can probably just say fuck it, retrieval run archives. I don't know what else we do. And you see 1 tag it's insane how. Could you try to Dirty Laundry archives to bait the res? That's actually not bad at all.
Ooh.
That's a pretty good reason why they would res that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
Oh, Dead Drop is saying ugh.
Yeah.
Looks like things are not going well for them.
Sorry. Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
I'm agonizing. Ooh.
Oh no.
Sorry? Oh no.
GG.
Oh, no. Whoa, this is cool!
Wait, what's this? This is...
Whoa, this is new. What is this?
Oh, this is all the stats.
This is
stats is so cool. That was my favorite part of playing like super long Age of Empires games, is watching all the stats at the end.
Holy shit, this is cool.
All right. Can chat see this? Probably, yeah.
Chat, what? Oh, let's move our dumb faces. Oh, let's say my face is dumb. I don't say your face is dumb.
My face is smart.
Was full of agenda from the beginning. Thank you for your time. Hey, no worries. Stats.
This is cool. Okay, so runs made 7, cards access 9.
Funny enough, they could have just jammed the whole time.
Yeah.
Tags gained 6. Whoa! That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really cool. Hey, JNet just keeps that doing themselves. They added that a few days ago. Little do I know. Haven't played on... No, I played on Tuesday. This wasn't here. That must have been a day ago, Zach. Okay. You want to give it another shot?
Yeah, let's try it.
Or do you want to do the changed version? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do your version.
Okay. I do not mean to upstage Jamie. Jamie's also made versions of this deck that are, I think, a bunch more elegant too. But here, this is what I've done. And admittedly, what I've done is you just take it and you make it like more like every other standard Anarch deck.
Hey, while we're talking, are we going to switch camera?
We could. If you're new, this is a thing, huh? Blue. Oh, we gotta go to Chrome. How's it going? We got a wide camera. What's up?
I have to lean in a bit for this.
Twitch chat,
hey.
here too. This is what the future looks like. Apparently, I have my camera from work here because we're getting ready to go to E3. So I set it up on this thing, and we have a nice camera. You get a bit of a larger look into my room, which is weird. Andre, did you play my Asmari deck? Hydroponics? I didn't. I think I saved it. I haven't tried it yet. It just, we didn't have a lot of time. I apologize. How have you been doing with it? It's not great for seeing the deck. No, this is not. Actually, it's okay. So this is the version that we have. Like, we've set it up so you can actually see the deck.
Yeah.
So the biggest differences here, and Jamie did a lot of these differences too. Apologies also that YouTube, your chat is not up here. We'll get that soon. Right now, we're just testing it today, so it's only Twitch. And I respect the hell out of the YouTube audience. Please don't take it as like a slight, because it's just easier to set up Twitch.
Yeah, also, I don't respect the YouTube audience.
Oh, well.
Not at all.
Fuck, you just started beef. So this version has the same idea. Jamie went down to one surfer in the deck, and I think that's great because this is like a pretty combo card. There's a lot of chances that you don't need it. I went for Strike and Career Fair. I like having currents. That's a good current too. We also have Ivad Worsen here. I'm trying making an entrance instead of the Frantic Coding. It trashes less of your deck, and it's also cool because it sets up Retrieval on turn 1 and makes sure that you draw your good stuff. It lets you throw out extra copies. And while we only have 2 knife now, we have Hippo, which is a new card that is
Hippo was... Yeah, I was going to say Hippo was a great include in this one.
It's fucking terrible. Fuck you, Pat. We have Spinal Modem as a 2-of because it's not a card you want in opening hand. A lot of times this is the way you can see it when you come to numbers of cards in your deck.
Yeah.
If you want it in your opening hand, put 3. If you just wanted to draw it at some point in the game, put 2. If it's a fun card that helps you in some matchups, do 1. Not 100% legit all the time, but it's a good starting point. And we have more card draw. This card deck has 6 more card draw cards, and I think it has a bit more money too. We traded our Dirty Laundries for Career Fairs.
Yeah. If you're putting in Earthrise, you might as well put in Career Fairs.
Yeah, and that's really good. We have also one same old thing because this is only good later in the game. I'd rather draw our other copies of Inject than draw a same old thing.
Yeah. Oh, and went down to 2 knifed because I guess the Hippo was making up for.
Yeah, exactly. There's a chance actually dropping the same old thing to have a 3rd knife is right. The same old thing gives us a bit of flexibility. The one thing I don't like with this deck right now, this version, is it's 46 cards, which isn't great. And I think Turning Wheel is also really good because once we're set up, we're generally running once a turn anyways because we have land and we have recurring credits. It's pretty hit or miss, but it's usually a fun game. I thought for sure we'd be able to see Andre's Cyber Feeder from this angle. Should do the NBN thing with switching cameras back. Yeah, right? That's going to happen. This is Jamie's list. Let's see if we can copy this.
Ooh, side by side. I like that.
Yeah, so Jamie's list right now.
I think it's Paulos in chat said that they like the idea of the post-match analysis of all the stats.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out how the stats work. Jamie, this is an opening, and this should be on Chrome. Is it public?
I'll do my best golf announcer voice the next time we lose or win a match.
So Jamie's changes have gone largely the same. Jamie's going on Film Critic. I don't love Film Critic that much. Specifically, I think we can we make this? You can see all the cards. Oh, you can't see those programs are the same, so let's not worry about that for now. But the card draw is better. Still in 3 knife, 3 same old thing, which is fine. You got the Retrieval Run package. We're going for Frantic instead of making an entrance, and you have more actual events, which is good. If you're playing more same old things, it makes more sense to run power events like that, which is cool.
Cyberfeud is an interesting include there.
There's no viruses to install with this, but it is a credit to turn. The thing with this, the way that I see it is like, would you rather have a money card that I can play turn 1 and get credits? Or would you rather have a card that you install that gives you maybe the same amount of value, maybe more, maybe less, but you have to be set up for it. And that's why I always
play turn 1.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I always love playing like liberated accounts. Armitage does have a fair bit of money on it. It is click intensive, and I think this deck is going to have to draw more considering it doesn't have the Earth Rises, and a single turning wheel. So I think I dropped the legwork for turning wheel and Maker's Eye for Career Fairies, but it's actually not that far apart. I think the version I have is a bit more draw. This one has a bit more all in on the destruction, which honestly might not be that bad.
Yeah. M. Dazzler says, "Can you get your Thanos voice back? Were you sick?"
No, last week something was going on with the microphone. Apparently, it sounded like Thanos, and I don't even know how Thanosh sounds. I also convinced it's Thanosh. He's
Thanosh, yeah,
Greek or something.
But... I mean, the Thanos itself is a Greek-derived name. Yeah, no, like so.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. He's like, "Destiny still arrives," right?
I didn't see.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, me neither. This is a runner deck, right? What do we call it? It's like, I have a name for this deck. Bird Wrestler. That's probably a terrible name.
A Bird Wrestler. Yeah.
Quetzal. It's also 46 cards, which is probably the worst part of the deck. Also, turning off SSL money is big in my meta. I could see that. I'm actually really scared right now of Mati Mikundo. If you don't know, it's the new ID, and having Employee Strike is so good against that. And
yeah, that's brutal.
I don't know. It's a shame. Like a lot of times I gotta show the NBN thing. Oh, good, it doesn't work in this one. A lot of times now against decks that you wanted to play Film Critic, you can get away with Imp in this meta if you're playing Anarch, but our MU actually fills up super fucking fast. Let's jump back to the other camera. I think one of these buttons does it.
My standard first day question is, what corp do you main? That's a good one.
DEFCON, hey, perfect. DEFCON knows what we're playing there in chat, but let's give this a shot anyways.
Hi, guest. Wait, I'm the guest. Oh, no.
Wait, guess, hi, guest. Jared Ross, what's up? This is Pat. You might know Pat from all the other times Pat's
Hi, I'm Patrick.
Talk about Film Critic, but also talk about that hand, huh?
Oh yeah, hey.
New graphics, Timmer, what's up? Nice production value, thank you. We got our work camera here today, so I just rigged it up. See what it looked like. It looks good, and we had all those graphics actually set up for a while now. Can I move the camera real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Greek Thanos is like a personification of death. They did their research.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a big background of Greek.
It might also be Thanok.
Really?
No, that's a really dumb linguistics joke.
What's that mean?
It's like a centum kentum division thing. But this hand, like, we start with Liberated, that's good.
We have an I've had worse, which is good against P, and we have one of the best starting cards, which is Making an Entrance. Also, Strike is, yeah. Did you say Strike is good against P? Strike is good against P, right?
I didn't say that, but yes, it is.
Oh, it is, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up? Too much production quality, Andre. Soon gonna done goof up soon. It's gonna happen. I feel like Film Critic is the best restricted card, but I also feel like there should be more decks with 3 times Future Perfect. That card goofed me pretty good this week. Struggle with that one. In case you didn't know, Andre, there's an audio delay with alt cam compared to the main.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Well, we tried. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Yes.
Yeah, you can do a lot worse. Also, still not activated Windows 8. Yeah,
Go on, share your shame.
Next week. I have a legit copy of Windows. It's been an issue. Don't worry.
Alright, defending R&D. Leaving...
Also need to note is to use the keyboard to compose a Vangelis-esque intro tune.
Vangelis-esque, like the band Vangelis.
I don't know what Vangelis is.
Oh, or it might be Vangelish. I think it's Greek. Yeah.
Thanos.
All right, they've got.
You seem to forget I can barely pay attention to the streams during the school year. School year's over now, right? They got a lot of money.
They certainly have a lot of money.
What
right?
PE plays IPO? I think they're punitiving us.
Well, that's fine. We've got employee strike. We're gonna make money. Draw, credit.
We
install.
have the ability to turn 1, make an entrance, and then set up our retrieval run to get a free Morning Star.
Yeah.
We also can set up what I've had worse until we take damage. I think making an entrance is a priority, so if you're gonna play it, you play it now, right?
Yeah, that's true. It is a priority. I forgot that. Okay.
It could be Fast Events P. Oh yeah, that's true. That is the thing people do.
Oh damn. All right. So none of these are the cards we wanted to trash.
No, but do we want to trash these cards so we draw other things? These are really good cards. They're all really good. I think Career Fair is technically the worst card because money doesn't matter that much in this matchup.
Well, Career Fair and Sure Gamble are equal, basically.
Yeah, Career Fair is more combo based. If it's a grind deck, you don't want to throw cards out, but you can always set this up. So like if you draw, we inject into our next, making an entrance, set up the next turn. Yeah. You also definitely want to draw the iPad Wars. It's way too good.
Yeah. So I want to trash making an entrance for sure.
Hey, Jar Jar, thanks for dropping by. Why? It could be your second making an entrance.
Okay. All right. So you don't want to put Career Fair on top and then just use it with liberated counts?
So it depends what this matchup is, right? Because if it is like a true damage matchup, using cards, you want to only play your most impactful cards.
Right.
And having a card that says save 3 credits on a click is pretty good. But if the matchup comes down to having more cards, then it is like taxing on remains and stuff like that. Yeah. You don't even need to play the Career Fair a lot of times.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so trash Career Fair. That makes sense.
I never played it as a Blade Runner fan. I saw Blade Runner once. I actually don't remember it that well. Oh, I don't even know if we trashed it, but this will be fine.
No, we're keeping the inject.
Yeah, we want the card draw. We want the Ivan Wars. We want the inject. Gamble and Liberated is a lot, and making interest is okay. Once you've done this, you can choose the order of the cards.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next phase. Okay. So, this on top of the stack...
takes a year to play.
Yeah.
So this will be the furthest down. So the first down is probably making an
I see.
So if you play, you'll see 6
Yes, for
cards.
Sure. Okay.
The inject will draw into everything, so you put that on the top definitely.
Okay, I was wondering. Okay, so in that case, these three don't matter.
Doesn't matter. You always put the gamble first. I've had worse probably on the bottom. Yeah. Because you can gamble into it. Yeah, this will be fine. You can just set up your credits here.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's good. So we don't need to run. If we don't run, what happens? They could ship in from 10 and out at 3-2.
Yeah.
We take 1 damage. Maybe it hits iPad Wars.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, so credit, or draw. No, that's 3 clicks. Yeah, clicks, yeah. Gain credit, install, take buddy.
All right, let's see how this goes.
Okay.
So yeah, they could be on fast events. They could also be running big ice if they're on IPO. And then they also could be on punitive. Punitive is really good with bacterial reprogramming. It's really good with Obakata, and that's probably Rashida. Okay. Probably Rashida. So we draw into an inject, which draws us 4 cards. So it's actually in our best interest this turn to hit one of go HQ and hit the hit the iPad Wars, right?
Yeah.
Your bet is on punitive Mwanza. That's probably pretty good, right? So 4 credits is enough to trash most anything. But if we run HQ, they hit a snare. We draw 3.
Yes, and that's fine.
It's fine. It's cool to play this. The thing is, we can't. It's also nice to play strike before you run, but then we die to snare.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with running HQ here.
Do we need more credits than 4? No, there's nothing more than 4.
Would it hurt to take 4 after this?
No, it wouldn't hurt. It lets us be able to trash Mwanza. I think that's the only one that is more than 4.
All right, I'm gonna click this.
Yeah, do it up.
Now run HQ.
Actually, I love my HQ open.
All right.
IPO.
Okay, that's fine. Now we know it's an IPO.
All right, so we never play the iPad Worst, so we always wait that. We could also run one more time, see how it goes. We know 1 card, we know nothing else.
Yeah, sure.
I think they're gonna Rashida this turn for what it's worth, but let's go find some stuff. They didn't play IPO that turn, which means they probably have something good.
Ooh. Fuck me. Okay, all right. They've got money. And then draw the inject.
Yeah, that's okay.
Cool.
You don't want to lose that to damage, but we'll see. Because if they score here, they'd hit us with 1
Well, we're probably going to start with the inject.
Are we?
So it wasn't a Rashida.
No, it doesn't look like it. Definitely 1 upgrade in there at least. And they're still not IPOing, which either means the IPO doesn't matter, or they want to keep a card in hand because they have agendas. Unless your Eldritch Sign is to protect your Apartment of Cthulhu, the King in Yellow, or Nyaltharov, you should change it to the Wailing W Jinteki Bonsai Tree. I actually want to do the tree from Katara Cycle. But I'm not very good at drawing, and that took me a long time.
All right, so they've iced up HQ.
Yeah.
They put another card in here.
What ice are we scared of?
I guess heavy net damage ice wouldn't be terrible, because if it hits I've had worse, that's fine.
Yeah, make them reds. Fuck it.
All right. HQ?
Running Server 1's weird. I don't think HQ. We know there's an IPO in there. I think running top of R&D is good. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's do R&D.
It up first. Also, if we do hit something like a Chiashi, we can always break it. We're good against Kakugo.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forget.
We have some options here.
Right, we didn't use Quetzal's ability at all during our last game, so I forgot.
No, that's but they never res the barrier.
Ooh.
Every ice is a non-C. That's fine, though. Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
Look, it'll hit our iPad worst. Damn, we're good.
Did it hit our iPad worst? Okay, nice. Yeah.
So
let's trash it.
I think you trashed that. So what do we lose? We lost Retrieval Run and Inject, which sucks, but we draw a Neck Dive, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
So that was actually a really good trade.
Yeah, this worked out.
If we take all our money also off of that Liberated, we don't actually have to clear the tag. I don't think that matters that much, but we have no idea what kind of deck they're on.
So you want to take money off this and then sure gamble?
I think we want. If you want to take the money off of that, you want to clear the tag if you're going to leave that on the table. Just say "damn, I'm good" into the camera when you say that.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good.
He's good. Okay, so take money off this first.
Yeah, you can always draw once. If you draw once, we draw into our priority, which is good because we can play it next turn. We did lose our retrieval, which sucks, but you definitely want to draw once so you start your turn with a priority event.
Okay.
Because this is the next card on our stack, I'm pretty sure.
Do we clear this?
Just draw first. Yeah. See if we fucked up the ordering. No. And then, yeah, you want to remove the tag because it'll trash that for 4. Cool. There is no reprisal yet in Jinteki. Every faction got a reprisal, a card that says if you trash the card this turn, something bad happens to you. The Jinteki one's actually in the next Reign of Reverie.
Yeah, it's called a Hengeki, right?
That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's come around on camera too. That's nice.
Come around, yeah.
What's with Mr. Bones? Oh, did they see Mr. Bones?
Probably did.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so they've advanced this twice.
So, what could it be?
Probably a 5/3. Probably Obokata.
It could be a 5/3, of course.
Or Biodome.
It could be a Biodome.
Could be IPO.
Could be an NGO.
Yeah.
And it also could be a Gene Splicer.
Oh yeah, Gene Splicer.
Those are all the big choices. With 8 credits and 2 defensive upgrades, like this kind of looks like bullshit. Like if they score a 5/3, they do 1 damage to us. They go down to like 5 credits. Like from that point, they didn't play their IPO, right? And I think if they would have jammed a 5/3, they probably would have paid their IPO first. So I'm thinking that's an NGO front. Happy Thursday! Not really because I'm in Ontario. Yo, happy voting day. I hope you went out and voted today.
Oh yeah,
Ontario election, huh?
Man.
Yeah,
that's a.
We don't get too political here.
Okay.
What do we want to do?
Do we want to make them spend money in case that's not an NGO and then they won't be able to use their?
We're gonna get hurt though, and our hand is dope.
Sure. So we want to start with this and see if we can trash something.
Okay. Fire weaponization is not that big of an issue because we have an I've had worse. But yeah, M&A, it could be that.
Okay, we have a Morningstar we can trash.
Well, we don't have.
We don't have the retrieval run.
We don't have a retrieval run, and
not
P
for a while.
Can run. What's
Arc
it called?
Lockdown?
Arc Lockdown. Yeah. I think. Wow. Wow. This is
right.
Easy.
I wish we had more draw here.
Yeah, this is just good cards, but it doesn't help us do our thing. I don't know if we can play Frantic in this matchup. We probably can. What we want to do? 8 credits is on the verge of running that, but I don't know if we do.
Yeah, so Knifed is good in case we hit Kagugo because we want...
Yeah, Knife and Kagugo is the best play we could possibly do, so you don't want that. I think you probably do throw out Morningstar because I don't think we're ever going to install that for 8. Maybe that's a mistake.
Maybe Daily Cast because we have enough other money here.
Yeah, we don't want to draw that. It's bad to throw out cards, but this doesn't look like a grind deck, so we can probably throw that one out. Strike is really good. It's worth the card slot. Yeah. Maker's Eye is kind of scary against this deck, but they didn't run our Res R&D, so that's pretty good. I think you keep all these.
Sure.
The ordering is important, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here.
Yeah, this card's always so hard to play.
I think Knifed should be on top of the deck so that we have we can run and then have an option.
I don't think they're going to run hit Kagugo anytime soon, Res Kagugo anytime soon. Because they're on so few credits, unless that is an NGO front.
So which of these would you put on top? I don't see any of them that are like...
Liberated.
Liberated on top?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything else beneath
Knife definitely goes lowest. Then...
Employee Strike because we already have
Strike
one.
before Maker's Eye. Actually, yeah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. You have to give me analyzers are going to focus on your choices here, Patrick. Choose wisely. Yeah, it's all stats now.
Oh, man, no.
Do you want to slam R&D?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I want to make them spend money, hopefully.
Watch out, though, because they can always res... 8 credits is actually the higher limit. Yeah, you're fine. You can just run R&D, probably. You have to watch out, though. That NGO front comes out of nowhere. Okay.
Medical Breakthrough. Cool.
So we're going to take 1 damage here. We hit the gamble, that's fine.
That's okay.
There's a chance we actually can run again.
Yeah, because I guess we can hit a snare and that'd be totally fine.
It would be okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's run again.
We want to get our accesses. It looks like they're running actual like 4-2s, 3-2s. So like there's probably 3 brain chests in here. So this is fine. We can't steal Obokata, which is kind of the issue. And they probably only have 2 in their deck. They might actually be on Future Perfect. And if there's an Obokata in the remote, the chance of us hitting the Obokata is low. But yeah, do that. Okay, IP block. That's fine. We're Quetzal. Okay. That's a good draw for them.
Oh, yeah, there's a barrier. That's fine. Draw.
So if they score that, it's an agenda, and then they have a chance of hitting the iPad Warriors. Whatever we.
So we don't want to draw because that will dilute the chance of them hitting it.
Yeah, you might want to just take money. We can die to double punitive in theory, but we have more money than them. So yeah, I think you could just take them with that.
Or do we install this?
That puts us down to 4 credits, and then we're weak to weird things. Yeah, we haven't seen enough of the influence to be like not play around hard hitting news, I guess.
All right, I'll take money off of this then.
Yeah, that seems good.
Cool.
Also, that could be a show force in the remote, and if you go down to 2 cards, you die. Yeah, there's NGO. That makes a lot of sense because they didn't play their IPO.
Yeah.
They just drew the IP block, which is trash. They drew again. And they jammed. And we want to run once a turn because they're definitely on shipment from Tenon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if now that we know they're on fast advance.
Yeah,
that's
they're definitely on shipment from Tenon. Hard hitting in a P deck, that'd be pretty surprising. It's not a bad card.
Keep hitting R&D, right?
Just keep running.
We've got to hit a snare that lets us draw eventually.
Yeah, the ice will let us draw too.
Yeah.
The DNA tracker is bad because we lose our credits, but we'll end up drawing something.
DNA tracker is a code gate, right?
Yeah. 3 separate teams. It's a data loop. Oh, we can get through that. We lose 2 cards. So we can't access safely.
Right. But we can access unsafely.
You want to click on that to make it fire because it's going to fire for sure.
Oh.
This means they're 100% on Obokata though, for what it's worth.
I mean, I've had worse in hand for sure.
100%, yeah. Okay, so we hit 1 snare.
Just
the order you put cards on top of your deck actually kind of matters because of Beach Stone, but that's too bad.
So
Faint Hearts don't win Fair Maidens. Do you want a single against a snare? Snare's the only thing that kills us.
They don't have no Kentucky deck is running 3 snares, right?
No,
not a fast advance.
They generally do 2.
They have 1 other snare in there at most.
Actually, a lot of the fast advance decks I've seen are only running 2 snare. You are right about that.
Okay, yeah. So let's do it, right?
Let's do it. We hit an agenda, we draw 3. It's way too good.
Yeah, so we can use Quetzal on these.
Yeah, you just click on Quetzal, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, cool. Chat. So then I will continue.
Yeah.
Do I have to click this?
Yeah, you shouldn't have clicked on it, but it's never going to be an issue. All right, this side of snare. There we go.
Okay, well, now we know. Okay. Good. Draw.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We know what that is, of course.
Yeah, we know what both of those are. The next card is another Liberated.
Do you want to draw it?
Yeah, it's probably fine. We're going to have to draw through our deck anyways. The fact that we're not drawing because we're trying to get value out of I've Had Worse is probably a mistake. As long as we're running once a turn, though. It looks like that's going to hit us. It looks like that's not going to hit us.
What is
it looks like that is a 3-2. They have a 2-2 now.
Okay, great.
We also have to run every single turn. I think there's some good value in running HQ here. We know they drew a shipment from Tenon, and that's the only card in our hand. We know they have an IP block and a shipment from Tenon. So actually it's a 50 on HQ. But running R&D is really bad until we knife this. We have to break all the subroutines, though.
Oh, that's true.
So we need to draw our Morningstar we threw out. We have to find our retrieval run. Let's run HQ so we take damage. They don't have a lot of money. Actually, it might be a good time to run the remote as well.
Yeah, let's access. Okay, we knew.
Let's try running the remote. How bad could it be?
Wait, but there's nothing new in that remote, right?
No, so we want to trash their upgrades before they put an agenda on top of it.
That makes sense. Cool.
It's always good if you see this. A lot of people don't do this when they're new to Netrunner. They only run the remote when there's an agenda in it. But if there's upgrades in it and they don't have that much money, run it and destroy it before. I'm looking at this camera now. Check this out. Fuck. No! Shit!
What are you doing?
I hit the
button.
Wait,
no. Okay, we're here now. Hey. Oh, wait, no. Are we here now?
Oh, they're continuing.
Hey.
Run it so you can trash the stuff. Did we do that? Is that good effect?
Wait, is this still not synced properly with audio? Or are we having
it's probably not synced.
Okay.
Yeah, just destroy it. They're letting you in.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to hit here, what's it called? They're going to hit a Prysac and a Hokusai. This Corp Ballerina because it got a 2-2. Hey! Hit those cards.
I like that. Okay.
So you click on the access order. So that's a Prysac. Called it. Drew 3. Seems pretty good.
Nice.
We have enough money to trash that. We don't want to run that server again. Yeah. And the other card, you have to click the other card. Yeah. It's another Prysac. Fine.
Trash it?
Yeah, great. We had 2 tags. So we want to remove one of them.
Okay, remove tag.
We don't
install
want to
this to
tag.
Bait them into using the tag. Oh. That's how you win.
So they did spend 4 credits on that. We did spend 6 and removing a tag. But I think right now we want to keep that tag. So next turn we can install Liberate, take it, and then clear the tag.
Yeah, gain credit?
Yeah, I think that's good. Actually, Drawing Gossel isn't terrible. Drama Cam is still out of sync. Yeah, shit. That's going to happen. We got to fix that. Netrunner the movie.
You just feel that way.
Is it like too slow or too fast? Because we can maybe adjust it on the go. It's going to be hard.
Preemptive action. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They're going to try and grind us out a bit. It's also really good if they're playing biotics and stuff like that, which they probably are.
And okay, so they brought Snare and 2 Prysacs back in. That makes sense.
also put another ice, so they're protected against knife. That might be the IP block. They know we're playing this.
Yeah.
2 cards in hand. What are they? We know it's a shipment.
One more IPO at least, right?
No, they played the IPO.
Okay, so we know shipment.
That's all we know.
That's all we know.
So the chance of them top decking a 3/2 or having a 2/2 in hand. The video is behind the audio. Okay. That's a pretty big delay. Fuck. Okay, well.
Drama cam is for silent reaction shots. That makes sense. Or drama cam, as I should say it.
Whenever they hit an ambush.
Okay, so we can keep forcing them to res this over our HQ. Probably not necessarily right now.
We want to get our money down. We want to find our breakers because our breakers are really well positioned against their ice. We break that thing for 1.
I think money, quick, remove tag.
You can draw once. You have a chance of hitting career fair. Oh, that's fine. You can draw maybe again.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing is, do we want to run? We can always run archives to make sure they don't shipment. But if they shipment, they're going to do in the next 2 cards. When we get a Metropole Grid soundboard, I actually pulled all the sounds from Octagon, and I kind of want to get them in here somewhere. Tomato. I think you just want to get the money down. Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably clear the. No, you want to get that down, take the money, then clear the tag. Let's not run this turn.
Because if I clear the tag first, then I'll have an awkward amount of money for.
Yeah, you can't play it.
Install, money, move tag.
Yeah,
that's fine. Well, we're kind of poor, but.
Apathy, what's up? How's it going? How's your week been?
Hey. No, hey.
Particularly matches with beans, but.
No idea what camera to look at.
Fuck! They had it. The other card in their hand was an agenda.
Wow.
That's so bad. Yeah, we could have ran around that, but the chances were pretty low. Now they went off Obokata. Otherwise, now the 2/2 is not that good for them because it doesn't help them win unless they weren't play a current.
But they probably have Gene Spicer.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I don't think a lot of them do.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, they top deck that. They definitely ripped that up.
Okay.
Ripped that off the top.
I'm gonna draw.
Top that counts. Yeah, it seems good.
What is this game? This is Android Netrunner, a 2-player asymmetrical cyberpunk heist competitive card game where one player plays the hacker or runner and the other plays the server. God damn it! There's a corporation trying to keep their servers secure. I can't believe I messed that up.
How's it going, Chris? Okay, we gotta figure out how to get our breakers on the table.
Yeah, just keep drawing.
Yeah. That'll get our breakers into the bin. It'll draw a retrieval run, though. I don't think we have to do this turn. They don't have a shipment. With 7 credits, there's not much they can run to punish us. So you can find out with a single card in HQs if you really care to.
Do we really care to?
Yeah, okay. Kamine is pretty bad, but that's fine.
Kamine would be difficult.
Pad through down. He's so close to pulling that intro magic. Go get it again. Just ask him what the game's about at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Kamine was really bad.
Yeah.
Cortex Lock is also pretty bad.
But why wouldn't they have res Kamine earlier?
Because they needed the money because they biotic out or something? I don't know.
But they had so much money
we
earlier.
We also only had 3 cards in hand. Now we have 5. We played 2. I've had worse. Just get the money, I think. We need to set up.
Okay. Yeah.
There's also a point maybe playing the strike, but we haven't played a current yet. I'm glad Patrick said that because YouTube thinks it's a genre-defying cyberpunk classic Neuromancer from 1989.
I still haven't read Neuromancer. I've read Burning Chrome, but I have not read Neuromancer.
It's a good time to play the NES classic that it thinks we're playing on YouTube. Card and remote. Do we check it? Why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go get it.
All right, here we go.
Where are you dudes? I don't know what that means, Chris.
Where are your dudes?
Kyle, Urbach, Neuromancer is pretty good. The book or the game?
I haven't played the game or read the book.
You need to aggressively draw to get your retrieval run. 100% we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to get rushed that hard, but yeah, we need to inject into a retrieval run because then we have Morningstar and then R&D looks really good.
Bonsai
is happening. It's a Nancy. That's fine. They have no credits. This is fine. This is fine.
Wow. Okay.
Just saw Andre's playing a Neuromancer rec in every video. The book is great. One of the few books I've read that Patrick hasn't. You want to click on that and tell them to let it fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, they have 0 credits, which means there's so little they can do. This card is good for them and make sure that they can draw economy.
This will bring us down to 1 card in hand.
No, 2.
What?
Yeah, one of the subroutines lets us draw a card.
Oh, right. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's not always. It's harder to be lethal. Yeah, the book is really good.
Do I have to choose to draw to pay the 2 to draw?
They'll fire the subroutine and then you have a choice in the thing. No dudes? How do you win without dudes? Doomtown?
Oh, Doomtown.
Alter Carbon series is better if you want Cyberpunk. On top of that, Netflix turned into a TV series. Force Dad in chat.
Yes, we want to draw a card. Okay.
So they can't afford the price tag in the server. Let's see if we keep the inject. So the 3 damage is going to happen after everything.
Yeah.
We kept the inject. We're good.
Okay,
There's nothing that kills us here.
That's right, because it can't be a snare. They don't have the money.
Yeah.
So let's keep going.
It's Rashida.
Yes,
Hell yeah, you trashed
definitely. That feels good.
All right, now draw back up.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my god.
No, but inject it.
Okay.
And we got a retrieval run. We retrieval run for the Morningstar. We also hit 2 of our lambs, which is a bit of an issue because we only have 1 more retrieval run and 1 more lamb. You want to get that Morningstar down because now you can run R&D for 1 credit. Oh no, also you have to fire that ability. I don't even know if the retrieval run's that good. I think you might want to just smash HQ.
Yeah.
There's very little they can do.
Yeah, let's run HQ.
They did draw 1 card there from the top of R&D.
You know what's a good cyberpunk short story from before Neuromancer's time?
What's up?
It's called The Girl Who Was Plugged In by James Tiptree Jr. It's weird. It's like 10 years before Neuromancer, but it is very much like an NBN controlled future.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like it really... I wouldn't be surprised if people who created the Android universe inspired like New Angeles on the city described in that book.
Huh.
Rashi Dunn.
Hey, that's true. Exile, what's up? Wow, special guest star. Good to see you.
I am a pretty special guest.
How's it going, Exile? You want to get in there, by the way?
Yeah.
I also picked up a collection. It's a short story collection called Robots versus Fairies, and it's a collection of short stories. It has a Volente in it. I haven't read yet.
Oh, I love Valente.
Yeah, she's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's been good so far.
She has a new book that's been getting really big reviews. Shipping from 10. Okay.
We gotta run.
And I think it's being turned into a movie.
What do we do here?
Draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna help us a lot.
Yeah.
She was a great author. Valente? She was?
James Tiptree Jr. was the pseudonym of Alice Sheldon.
Okay.
So, yeah. Also she. It's the girl who was plugged in, that's right. Not the girl who is plugged in.
I think Snow Crash is my favorite single cyberpunk book. That's the next one I'm gonna pick up.
DEF CON has announced that they've installed a prize second to that server, and they have 2 credits.
Okay. So we definitely want to run every turn, right?
Yeah.
And a good thing is we have the retrieval run to do the run, which is pretty good. We don't have land, though, which is kind of scary.
Well, we can retrieval run the lamb.
Hey, good to see you live for the first time, Patrick. Yeah, but do we want to retrieval run the lamb or the Morningstar?
So the Morningstar obviously is more value.
Mm-hmm. But lamb,
but
the thing is, like,
there's
lamb
nothing
through this, it's like 7 credits. If we Morningstar lamb through it, it is 3 credits. It's so good.
Okay.
I think we can probably just draw once more. Get the second retrieval run. Oh, that's a card! That's a really good card.
That's a good card. I've heard that's a good card, though.
That's so huge.
How does this one trashes this before...
Okay, check this out.
Okay.
We can retrieval run archives, install the hippo, run R&D. The problem is if they res the IP block, what does this say? It's the first time we break all subroutines on the outermost piece of ice. So we'll never break that. We gotta do it.
But we don't know for sure if the Morningstar is going to be able to break whatever this is.
It's an IP block.
Yeah, that's true. We do know for sure, right? Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how good that card is. Let's get value.
People run. Let's do it.
Hockey fight. How's it going? Yeah, Cody, how you doing? Good evening, gentlemen. How's it hanging? It's going good. How you doing, Cody? You want a replacement that one? I think you said you wanted to get into reading more, Andre. Have you considered getting an e-reader? I don't care much for that. I think I like paper too much.
I love my e-reader. I use it a lot. Like now I actually feel weird when I go back to reading a regular paper book.
Yeah, it's still in the outermost. That's kind of the issue here. But you want a hippo probably run R&D. We still have 3 cards in hand. They can't fire snare.
So hippo.
Yeah, we want to trash the Anansi, but we can't do that anytime soon. Yeah, let's go R&D. They have to res the
IP block.
0 to res. Fucking hell. The thing is, we're not going to break all the subroutines on the... Okay, if we don't want to trash IP block, which we don't, only break one of the subroutines, which we can do with Quetzal. Mm-hmm. And that means we probably jack out, though. So
we break the trace subroutine, then let the run end, right?
100%. I think that sucks. That's the IP
do we have to specify which one it is?
No, it's pretty common sense at this point, I think. So the thing is, if we hit this next one, we have to put 2 cards on the bottom of our deck. And that means...
we click jack out here, right? Just to be sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. E-readers got me back into reading tap words to look them up. Comfortable reading in the dark or with one hand.
It's true. The tap words is super helpful. Oh, Rashida. Okay, so they have money and cards again.
Yeah, land we could do pretty soon, and we probably have enough money. That's another Rashida. That's fucking sucks. Okay, we need to find our break here. We're not doing what this deck ought to do, right? Hippo was a May? Yeah, but it's the outermost, right?
Yeah, it's only outermost.
So, like, the idea is whether we cancel it or pay a credit. It's a May, but it has to be outermost. You're right.
But sure, we can trash this and then get into this pretty efficiently from then on, right?
Yeah, but the on and counter subroutine on that is so bad that you want
to
trash
right. You do want to focus on this.
Like, this is how you play around hippos. You put your bad ice in front of your good ice. They were playing around knifed too. Mm-hmm. If we draw a knife, we can get through it. Actually, how many knives are... Excuse me, in our heat? Okay, we have no more knives, so I put 2 in this deck. For some
Oh,
reason.
dang. Okay.
What influence have we seen so far?
Bad
None.
hippo.
Oh, we've seen DNA, IP block. We're assuming non-biotic. Knife plus hippo's good. The thing is, we have no more knives, and we lost our same old thing.
All right, I'm gonna keep drawing up.
Yeah, the turning wheel is actually pretty good. Oh, fuck.
No, not good in this one.
We need money. We have a money card.
Yeah, I'm gonna take money off this. I guess we'll leave Sure Gamble in hand.
Load a bunch of free books. Oof. Is that better than playing Liberated?
No, I was gonna play Liberated.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. They protect our non-C too, right? Like that's how you play around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't have the card that trashes 10 to find our breakers really fast, which would have been okay right now, but we're gonna have to find the lamb, and if it's the last card, we're in a really bad spot. What up, Andre and Pat? What kind of deck are we building tonight? We're playing Criminal. All the good stuff, playing some fundamental Criminal. No real tricks, just the... Oh man, they just got the 2/2 out, but that's fine. That's honestly fine. We take 1 net damage.
Is
They
it
hit
really,
the turning wheel.
is it really 10 o'clock already?
Yeah.
Man.
We've been playing pretty slow. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay, this is fine.
Okay,
Everything's
okay.
fine.
It's fine. I mean, you don't have to tell me it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
I know it's
fine.
fine.
419 did win Euros.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to find a new runner, but I just prefer Geist. Geist is good. That's a big water jar. It is.
All right, so they still have very little money. That's
yeah.
good.
So you could like drop the turning wheel, run HQ.
Yeah.
Cortex Lock does exactly 2 damage.
Do we
so
want
it'll live?
Take...
Yeah, you probably should. So you can trash like price and stuff, I guess. It's not like they have money though. I don't even know if you trash it.
Run HQ.
We have to run every turn so they don't ship in the last brain trust out. Playing Criminal on unregistered Windows. It's a Windows that's having problems registering itself.
Ugh.
I miss the salad days of my time as a rich young corporate hood. What's that expression mean? Salad days? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's an expression. I have no idea what the origin is, though.
Okay. Hedge fund. That's good for them. They can't play it next turn most of the times.
Yeah.
We probably don't want to draw once more, actually, because we need to find our lamb.
Oh, great.
One of these buttons. There you go. Anything happening at Origins next week for Netrunner? Planning on stopping in? I don't know. Specifically, there used to be the Nationals there. There's not anymore. They did it somewhere else.
All right, they've double installed over here.
Yes. So if it's a brain trust, they win. Pirate
So,
operating system. That's
Money,
pretty
money, lamb.
We gotta run every
Server
turn.
one?
There's a small chance we get brain trust. Oh fuck, that's such a good turn, huh?
Right? Money, money, lamb, run server 1.
Money, money, lamb, server 1. And then we trash the Nazi.
Well, how can we trash the Nazi?
If they can't res the outermost ice.
No, this is still the innermost ice, even if it's not res, right?
Oh yeah, right. Fucking hell.
Okay, but it'll still money, money, run.
Yeah,
server
we
1.
probably have to. So 2 cards in there means we die to very little. Let's do it.
Yeah, because they only have 3 credits. So anyway,
Except we haven't had a new segment yet, actually. We've been playing Decklist a week.
we might have to do a new segment, and then I might have to go.
Ah, fuck, man.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Lamb, and then
Yeah, let's
server
try it.
1. Sure.
Let's try it. Don't worry, Microsoft Technician's already on the way.
No, don't tell them. Wait, what's that card they're referencing?
I don't know. Med ADN 42.
Inside Man.
That could be contract. All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're at Anansi.
So you want to make it a berry? You want to break it? It's Mr. Stone.
So it's 2. So it costs us 7 to break through Anansi, right?
No, it costs us 3.
Why does it cost us 3?
Oh yeah. How much strength is it?
Oh, because Morningstar. Oh, because of of course. Okay.
So do it up. So you want to click on this to make it a barrier. So make current encounter ice barrier, and then you want to hit it once with a boom with a star.
Okay.
We broke all super teams. That's perfect. Now this is why the deck is really good with Spinal Modem. Let's see what we get hit here with. There is a chance we're dead in Neural, but we'll be fine. They want to play a hedge fund. Yeah, you want to hit successful in Axis.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. Rashida, it's good to hit that.
Trash it.
Oh yeah. And the other one is a price hack. Let's see if they pay it. They probably shouldn't have.
They shouldn't have. No.
They're gonna get our turning wheel, but like,
We're gonna trash this, right? Or do we not? Because like the next time they put something in here is the last turn of the game.
yeah, I don't think we trash that.
Okay. I guess we end turn.
Oh my bad. Hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they might not want to fire that. I think they wanted to hedge fund, so they probably didn't. There's only one price hack. Oh, okay, no, we're fine. We can end the turn. They might take away our counters and our liberated, but it's It's very hard for us to
I mean,
bet a
if
double
they
neural.
spend all their turn and their money doing that, then that's not
it's
terrible.
super unlikely that they will do that. Problem is running R&D right now is so fucking hard. I think we just draw up and smash HQ over and over again. Maybe remove one tag. Yeah, we're good. They want a hedge fund, so they probably want res ice on HQ.
Okay. So
Need money.
Money
Need more than 3 cards in hand.
So draw.
Accident incoming. They need 2 tags for that.
Draw.
Okay.
Money, remove tag.
Oh, there's no real reason to remove the tag. If they go and trash a turning wheel, I guess we have another one.
Okay,
we need to run this turn, though. I think so. We have to run. So you
Right.
have to take Liberator. Have to run HQ. There's also they shoveled snares back, so there's a chance we hit a snare here, and whether or not they can fire it. If they do fire it, we do lose the neural. Yeah, hit it up. That's good.
Okay, that's good.
That's really good. All right, game point. Let's go. Accessing again with 3 cards in hand is pretty dumb because we can't steal Obokata. We lost our gamble, which is a bit sad, but we might have enough money. There's the hedge fund coming in right now, and so we know no cards in hand. So I think we can just do draw run again. DNA tracker is the hardest because it actually costs us like 7. Do we entrance? I don't think so.
I don't think we use this card right now.
No.
Just draw.
Yeah.
Draw. Good.
That's good.
Draw.
That's really good.
That's
Now we
really
definitely run. Now we definitely run, and the last click you can remove the tag if you want to protect your turning wheel.
Okay.
Yeah, do it up. Gotta run every turn. And remember, like, running R&D right now costs 1 credit. The thing is, like, that ice is actually really good because it makes us put 2 cards back, but it only costs 1 credit to run R&D.
Man, what is that ice?
They're not resin.
Ooh, I like that.
Hitler, if it works. Check this out.
Oh my god, how did you do that?
Yeah, we definitely our turning wheel only has 1 counter on it, but they have enough tags, and that's how they lose. I think you have to protect the turning wheel. We have money in hand.
So remove tag now.
I think so.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
To try one of these Earthrise?
Earthrise is good. It's clickless draw. Inject is clickless draw. The retrieval run.
Retrieval
we have
run,
everything.
yeah, retrieval
it's
run.
10 draw. Okay, you said. We got all their 3/2s. Oh no, there's one more brain trust in the game, of course. But like, okay, so if they have all that, that's like 12 points of 3/2s, 14 points of 3/2s, which means they're probably on 6 points of 5/3s. So now we have to make sure we access with either credits to play the side game on the Future Perfect, or at least 4 cards in our hand. Now, when you steal from PE, it does a damage to you, but if you win the game when you steal the final agenda, so we steal the Obokata with 4 cards in hand, the final damage, we win before it fires.
Yeah. Boy, I remember that ruling from way back in Corset.
That was a fetal AI thing that came up all the time.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Poop. Says Defcon Clown says poop, not me saying poop.
Defcon language. Oh, poop. That's poop. They DC'd. Oh, that's bad. Oh, Defcon. Can you try and rejoin? Oh, perfect. Smash TV. If you're just tuning in, by the way, my name is Andre. Welcome to the Match Ball Grid. We are trying some fancy camera work today. We got an extra cam. We have a nice setup in the other window too, but Pat's here. How's it going,
Hi,
Pat?
I'm Patrick. Welcome to Pat Tap. It's the hottest new stream. We're doing a diversion of fundamentals today. Except we probably won't be, depending on the time we finish this match at.
Hey, we made it back in. That's really good.
Exterminatus.
Hey, we're back.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
They're drawn up into an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, there's a chance they like double biotic score out of 5/3. It's a possibility.
Double by, I guess they could.
How do we win?
We make money. We run HQ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a chance there's a good ice on the inside, and they don't want to lose it immediately to Hippo, so they're waiting to res it before they have, the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a shame if we lost our inject, but I think we need to make money run HQ.
It's also a shame we only have 1 counter on turning wheel.
Tokis, how's it going? Yeah, let's get some more. Like, there's a chance if they don't res the outermost, you run Jack out before the second.
Ooh,
and just take turning wheel counters.
But still run here instead of running here to... Yeah, I see
better.
that. Okay.
You probably would gamble first, because I think it costs us 7 to break an ice if we need to panic.
Okay, so gamble, run
Tokis,
HQ.
how's it going? How you doing? Did I hear heresy? Slanish desires my.
These are Warhammer 40k references.
I never got into the Grimdark. Grim or Dark.
Warhammer 40k is coming out with a series of young adult novels, adventure novels. It's crazy. I love that.
Bluff install. Okay. So the question is, do you continue?
Do we jack out for the turning wheel? I think we jack out for the turning wheel.
I would keep going. We might as well. Like, what do
really?
they do? Res? Okay. They're generally, if they're gonna res a scary ice, it's 7+ credits. Yeah, we're fine. We have 4 cards in hand. You guys see the Netrunner clip from Billions? 100% we did.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I think we actually showed it on this channel, or at least talked about it.
Cool.
We didn't show the clip. I think.
All right, successful run. We access snare.
Please keep our inject. That's 4 of their credits. That's acceptable. We got a turning wheel token. We definitely want to be drawing and removing that tag because that turning wheel seems too good.
Yeah. So draw 1, remove tag.
That seems good.
And move tag.
So, double biotic, advance 5 times is what, 13 credits?
Double biotic. Well, they have to be triple biotic, right?
If it's already installed in server.
Oh, if it's already installed.
Oh
yeah.
no, we know it's a price tag.
Yeah.
JP, how's it going, Menard? Hi, nice deck. This is actually basically the deck list of the week with some.
Okay.
Some changes.
Something draw, run HQ to make sure we get there with 4 cards in hand.
Seems fair. What do they do? How many snares are there in archives? 1.
Oh right, because they shuffled one back in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we have to do that.
Draw. Run HQ.
Or whatever.
And if
we gotta run every turn, I think. The
Hippo,
last branch us will
Hippo is unique.
If this doesn't work out, we can run archives, hit the breach dome. Hippo is unique, yeah. Okay. I figured, but never thought. See your thoughts on it. I think it's fucking fantastic.
Oh shit! I should have used this.
No, I don't think so. So the way I see it is that if you run last click snare, lets them trash the turning wheel, which is kind of scary. I think you can run HQ Jack out actually. Just
to gain another token?
Yeah,
sure.
Because I think how you win is probably run R&D and see like 3-4 cards.
Oh, you think the game's on R&D? Yeah, I get. Yeah, that makes sense. Because these are both barriers. Those are both super easy to get through.
The thing right now is if they have exactly 8 credits, which means we might not want it to double access there. Because if they have the last branch us, they have the biotic they need to win. We could lose right here. I hear the early release Diablo style game is pretty good.
Are they early release Diablo style game? What?
We didn't lose, which is important.
Right. Gain 1, gain 1.
Yeah, the Billions clip is fantastic. It's like super surreal. I don't know what the show Billions is about, but like they made Netrunner so classy and sexy.
Yeah, and authentic, but still sexy. It was great.
It's authentic, but like no one talks like that. But all the math is right.
Right, the math is right, and the bold play was maybe a bold play. I don't know.
I love also how they say the Maker's Eye, which is something I've never said.
Right.
The.
Yeah.
That, and I was like, wait a second, it's a the.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tournament from Billions is great. It has a guest list. They serve red wine. It's just classy.
That was incredible. We should make sure that our next tournament is that classic. Yeah. We can do it at the pub for sure.
Yeah, we probably could.
Okay, so draw twice, then try.
Thank you, Poglos.
I mean, no, we need more money to do that. No, not necessarily.
We definitely want to run. The thing is, if we go through this, we put 2 cards back, which means we can't steal Obokata. So we never do that until we have like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Draw 2.
Or just rather run HQ at this point.
Okay. Yeah, let's run HQ.
I think you should draw once. Yeah, okay, now go HQ.
Sure. Because that's not going to matter anymore.
Sorry, Patrick, I'm off now on topic. Grimdark does that.
Bye.
Off topic, not I'm off.
Oh, I'm off. I see.
Yeah,
okay,
right,
well.
Because we Grimdark did a bit.
Yeah.
You want to keep, you got to keep hitting in. I love to see Diablo start Cyberpunk game. It's called Restrict Area, but not since then nothing. It's a Kakugo, which is pretty good against. There's if you want to check out like what's it called? The RPG, the top grid based RPG that's in like the Shadowrun games. It's something like that.
Like Invisible Ink?
Invisible Ink's great, but like Shadowrun has those like
Shadowrun itself has a. Do we run again to gain our token?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think next turn I play is maybe like draw 2, slam R&D. Cyberdeck 27/7 is like way hyped too.
Yeah. They only registered the trademark like yesterday.
Yeah,
so I have no idea how trademarks work.
There were struggles with that. Next time I go to a tournament, I'm gonna introduce myself to whomever is working. So I'm here for the Netrunner tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know if we access there, but that actually worked out fine. Because again, if we it wasn't our last click. So
I figured. So just getting credit.
Yeah, again, we do lose if they have it in hand. We did see an IP block twice. They only have 4 cards in hand, so we know half their hand. Now we know 40% of their hand, unless there's 2 Kakugos, which actually you jam as many Kakugos as you can on R&D. Luckily, we do have Morningstar, so who cares?
Yeah. All right, they're getting ready to score.
This game is long. Already, my hummus is supposed to be snack for entire broadcast.
All right, so they're getting ready to score here, unless they're bluffing. So we should try on R&D.
We don't run that. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. How many more injects are in the deck, or more accurately, how many are in the heap? So how many draw cards? 3 injects in the heap. 3 Everywheres. We have no more strict draw cards. We never played an Earthrise, and Earthrise is not what we want. So in theory, we could like draw 3 run R&D, see as many cards. Because this could be a Kakugo, which means we want even more cards, and we want to make it successful.
Well, if we trash the Kakugo mid-run, which we would with Hippo, then we wouldn't have to trash a card, right?
If it's on the outside, yeah.
if it is, and it would be on the outside.
I think no matter what, you want to draw 3 run though, so you don't die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to draw 3 run. Okay, so draw 3 run. 1, 2,
3.
3.
We're running out of cards. Surfer's a good card. Let's hope we keep it. Oh, we actually can install Surfer. Oh no, we do. We have their console. Never mind. Here goes something. So whatever we res here, which is that? Ooh. Okay.
So okay, that's
we can't let them fire that. It trashes our turning wheel. We can use our turning wheel ahead of time, but they look at the top 3 cards and arrange them in any order.
Okay,
which doesn't actually matter because we see this.
Yeah, but we can deal with it.
No, but they can draw it out. Yeah, we can. We can pay 2 to make it a barrier.
Yes.
And then we can Quetzal it.
Which one do we Quetzal?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, just
exactly.
pay 1 so it gets eaten. Yeah, that's fine. We have enough money for the rest of the survey.
Do we trash it with Hippo?
Yeah. We don't want to deal with that more
Nice.
than once. So this JNet kind of goofs up where your arrow is. It'll reset real soon.
Okay,
It'll
so
continue,
here...
I hope it'll fix itself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Yeah, okay, good.
So this one we could Quetzal.
Right.
Only one of the subroutines matters. So you just want to click on Quetzal themselves. And the next one we Morningstar return to, and we hope.
Do we have to tell them which one they were allowed to fire?
It's so obvious. The other one's end the run of the runner's tag. We're not breaking that one, right?
No, this one is give the runner 1 tag.
Yeah, that's the one you break.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
right?
Of course, yeah.
Hey, John, how's it going? How are you doing? Okay, so this one we have to hit with a star.
Hi. Yeah.
So you just want to click the Morningstar, and then you have to click on the card itself to shuffle 2 cards from your grip to the top of the stack. Now, the one that you want to keep the most safe, you put the furthest down, and I think that would actually be the Hippo, probably.
So Hippo first.
And then on top of it, some card we don't need. So Earthrise, yeah, that's fine too.
Okay.
And now, before you access, just make sure you smash that wheel.
Okay, we're accessing 4 cards.
Yeah,
Here goes
hopefully we
nothing.
win. We're seeing a third of their deck almost.
Such card to access.
Yeah. We win.
All right.
GG. Woo! We did it. Look at those damn
Bob.
stats.
Yeah.
Good game.
81 credits gained for the Corp, 62 for the runner.
That's really cool.
Yeah, this is really nice.
This is so cool. Credits lost 10. That's clearing tags, right?
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, they must be because they didn't play Economic Warfare or anything.
Yeah, we cleared 5 tags? Yeah, we gained 5 tags. Wow, that's wild. Cards access 21. That's actually a really big stat. Now, this changes considering we're accessing upgrades, but again, what I was taught in Netrunner based on how the agendas used to be in decks at the time is that you wanted to access... Oh, there's going to be a delay here. Maybe we want to iron that out first. But you have to access about 17 cards to have a chance of winning.
Yeah.
Range doesn't feel like we're huge hits. Those. Just tuning in, we got a new camera here and Twitch chat is up there. I hear there's an audio delay to some extent. Apologies for that. We'll iron that out in the future. Actually, if you can tell us, are we ahead or behind by a couple of seconds? Because we actually can fix that right now. We didn't do too much what the deck did. We used our breaker suite for a while, but they're actually pretty good breakers against this deck. You need to keep that 2-cam setup permanently. I can't, Nick. I wish I could, but I don't own a camera of this quality myself. This is a business camera.
Yeah.
Nike, it's 44 minutes. Yeah, that was the thing. We talked through a lot of what we did, though, so it was a bit slower.
Yeah, that was good.
All the track and in shape people should be out of the gym by now. I'm headed out. See you again in the stream. Hey, good luck at the gym. It's always great to do the gym thing, huh? Drama cam is awesome. It's cool. If only you had a Patreon to finance a second cam. Nick. Don't make this into a business. Video's still slightly behind. Okay.
Or finance a second sidekick.
Yeah, right? I can replace myself, too.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Come full circle. So the video is slightly behind, so we got to put a delay on the audio, but that'll fuck up. Yeah, there's no real way to fix it right now, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Want to do news?
Yeah, let's do news.
Cool. Because I'm going to have to get going after this, unfortunately. Unless someone in chat can give me a lift home.
I would sub back Andre on Patreon. Nick, thank you. I appreciate that sort of support. Andre, I think it's what they were referencing earlier.
Do we risk clicking on that
I don't know
midstream?
If we can. We can open it on the other TV so no one sees it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You're just tuning in. We're going to do the news, and we'll get into some stuff. Oh, yeah, there is no spoiler.
All right, that was tame and
I've
cute.
seen this one. This is a... We can open this here. This is a... It's a meme.
My dudes.
They're pretty close. Okay, yeah. Patreon by Pataker. Where are my dudes?
I wouldn't mind that.
Why is it there are no dudes? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, right. It's a magic thing. Cool. Okay, so we're doing the news segment. This camera is actually pretty well suited to the news segment. Also, apologies, YouTube chat. Your chat is not embedded in the Twitch chat. It's just we set this up like a bit before the stream, and I'm actually really impressed because we're consistently, when we started doing this news segment, I thought there's some weeks that we're not going to have news, and let me tell you, every week it's been nuts. Every week we had so much to talk about for the last month, which has been so fantastic.
All right,
so
news.
Let's do it up. Firstly, we got more news about Raid and Reverie. This is a good camera set.
Twice in 2 weeks. That's nice.
Good. Yeah. And so far, if you look at the upcoming products, this one is on the boat. I gotta turn more like this. This one is at the printers, excuse me. So I'm assuming if they're giving us all this news at once, it's kind of close to where it should be.
Yeah.
And in this, so far, all the marketing assets, they've taken one corp and one runner, and they've explored the faction.
And they're using the titles of the original big boxes. So this one is Honor and Creation because it's
holy fuck,
Jinteki and Shaper.
Damn.
Yeah. And the last one was doing the same thing with Data and the other one. Yeah, Data and Chaos.
Which is like, there's some people are thinking that there might be a rotation of big box at some point.
Yeah,
who knows?
It's hard to say. I think they might, just because the creation control, like, so good for runners, almost useless for a corp.
Yeah,
for the most part.
It also gets difficult because the card pool just keeps getting bigger and bigger on the basis that deluxes are never meant to rotate. But so if you haven't seen, the runner from this pack is Akiko Nisei, another Nisei, second generation, and
she might be first generation, right?
I think. Well, Nisei. That's the thing. In terms of the lore, Akiko might be the first. It's just the word Nisei means second generation.
Oh, does it? Okay,
which I think means Nisei Mark II is like incredibly redundant, but also like a.
But Nisei Mark II must be the second generation of the second generation.
Exactly.
I see.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Cool. So she's the older sister of Caprice because they are named alphabetically. Like A is the earliest.
Yeah, exactly.
C is the later.
Do we know what the B Caprice is?
Beatrice.
Or the B Nisei, I mean, I don't know. You see a bunch of cards with that. I think Insight is actually really cool. This is the cover art of the box.
Yeah, I like Insight. Do you think Insight would work with your Haley Mill deck? Like
yes.
Targeted milling?
Well, we don't have good HQ pressure. I think you'd want both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no. Yeah, with it's perfect with that deck because of deep data mining. I forgot how this card worked. I thought they could draw.
Yeah.
The console or whatever, the one that says this card is actually really powerful. We're not going to go too deep into the cards here, but some really good stuff. And to my chagrin, is an ID that loves just motioning every card.
Yeah, it is a perma-motion. Love that.
Yikes. And to me, that's like an archetype that I never loved the Yomi too much. I used to when I started playing Netrunner, but it's so high variance to me.
But I think that the Yomi is so much more interesting for a new player.
Yes.
And if this box does end up being like a good new player purchase, like having a permanent Yomi ID, it's exactly what you want for a new player. Jinteki ID.
It's pretty cool. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
The problem to me with Yomi is like it's hard countered by Expose, and Expose just makes the Yomi no fun, and it's just like a choice whether you tech it. But there's some really cool cards. We see 6/2 agendas again with ridiculous effects, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Benjamin's asking what was Data and Chaos about. Data and Destiny was it was NBN and mini factions. No. Oh, sorry, but like Data and Chaos.
Data and Chaos. Chaos is the Anarch.
It was Anarch and NBN, Ideal situation when the next rotation hits, do a revised CNC creation control where you rotate a bunch of those cards, replace them with cards from 2 seconds that rotate. I would like that too. If they would make those big boxes, the deluxes that are of cards that we don't want to rotate. But anyways. Big week this week, also last week technically in Netrunner. This was the European National Championships, and I don't know whether this was expected or not, but there was goddamn 244 players.
That's such a good turnout. That's really cool.
Which is crazy. People have been, the numbers in a lot of the tournaments in Netrunner have been decreasing a bit. The Mumbet cycle generally saw a lot of people drop off the game. It was kind of hard to keep up with the meta in a lot of ways. But this is really good. If you care to not spoil this, you might want to just like grab a drink. We're going to talk about it for maybe just 2 minutes. Come back right after that. But this was a wild meta. Unfortunately, this was the meta right before Kampala. Kampala was actually out, Kampala Ascendant, but it wasn't out for 11 days, which would be what it requires to be a legal deck in a premier level
is that
tournament.
the number now?
Yeah,
okay,
I think it's 11. Cool. Actually, it might be, someone might need to check that number. But the meta is super wild. FFG OP, firstly, congratulations to our winner. This is Rodem, who's been playing Netrunner for a long time now. I remember playing against Rodem on Octagon back in the day on JNet.
And a fellow Patrick, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go Patrick.
Patrick runs,
yeah. He did it.
Interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure, according to Fetal AI, they said that Rodem has been playing the game for years, but only bought the cards in the last year, which is wild.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
So absolutely congrats that paid out for you. If you want to see something really cool, this was the distributions of the IDs at the tournament, and this is absolutely buck wild to me. Yeah, okay, we gotta shrink it a bit. This is not the highest quality image. I'm not sure where this one came from, in fact, but check this out.
All right.
Firstly, on the Corp side,
Wow.
Wayland was the most represented faction in the entire Nationals.
That's amazing.
It's a sentence nobody thought they
Wow.
would ever say. That is stunning.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hard to see that Titan is really good.
Yeah.
And Titan actually didn't do very well. I don't think there's a lot of Titan representation in the top 16, but it's a very good deck. And you see Scorpios and Argus actually having some of the most represented ID. Wayland's time to shine is truly a thing, and it's kind of wild. Whether that changes with this new deluxe, who knows? And then you have Asmaria, which has always been good. On the runner side, it's a bit less exciting in a cool way.
Yeah, Valencia, you expect Valencia to take a huge number of the
75.
Wow, man.
Out of 244, like a third of everyone there is playing Val, and that's no surprise. One credit every run is an absurd amount of value. On top of that, I think if you don't know what's the meta, if you're not sure what the meta is going to look like, taking Bad Pub, a 50 card deck with Rebirth, is always going to be a good choice. I assume there'd be more freedom. There's only 15.
Yeah, that's surprising.
A Freedom did place in the top 6, but I think the second best Freedom was like 68th. So there's a huge disparity in Freedom decks.
Yeah, 16 Atoms.
Yeah, actually, Adam was
did decently.
One of the most represented too, which is pretty great. And of course, yeah, M&A Max represent is true. Max doing really well. But anyways, I don't think anyone could have predicted this side of the column, this side itself, and the one Blue Sun, mind you, did top 16 finish.
Yeah, that's cool. What was that Blue Sun using?
3 hard hitting news, I think.
Okay.
I think it was just a tempo Blue Sun.
Okay.
On that note, if you do have more questions like what is that Blue Sun using, this was streamed entirely. Shout outs to the Neo Red and Grid people. They live streamed the whole event. If you want to watch it, apologies if we spoiled some of it. The games are still totally worth watching. We didn't say what the winning decks were. Check that out soon, I guess. But you can watch it all on twitch.tv/NeoRedandGrid. They probably will be coming out on YouTube sometime soon. Neo Red and Grid usually does that, but they're here for now, and you can check out it with chat and see what people were saying at the time.
Yeah.
Y'all think an ID will ever end up on most wanted list?
Yeah, probably.
It's a possibility.
I get that Data and Chaos refers to the factions, but what's the new thing that says Data and Chaos?
Oh, it was the title of the marketing article for the last thing, the last article that had that.
Yeah, there's no product called Data and Chaos. It's just the name of the article.
Yeah, just like this one was named Honor and Creation. Also, Dardstar, how's it going? Whenever I explain Netrunner to MTG players, I explain Icebreakers and ISIS dudes. You can confuse them. You mean they'll restrict the Professor? Oh man, we gotta play the Professor. Other new stuff this Tuesday, if you had the pleasure of dropping by, Jamie from Emergency Shutdown, who we were playing the deck list of the week, that is their deck, had me on the channel. We were there for like a couple hours. We talked. We just did like a Q&A, which was like way more fun than I even thought it possibly could have been. And we played some games. If you want to check it out, it's all archived here too. It was actually really good.
Cool.
And last part of news, it is E3 next week. And that's exciting if you care about video games. For me, that means there's going to be no Metropole Grid next week. So there's going to be no Thursday stream. We're going to try and make it up sometime in the future after that. But we're just not going to be here. I'll tweet about it. If you're at E3, have fun at E3. Well, you can watch most of the conferences and everything online, which is great. Is there anything at E3 you're excited about?
Smash, actually.
I'm
looking forward to the Nintendo conference.
Smash.
And, yeah,
I'm pretty happy about Smash. Anyways, that's the thing. That also means in terms of the Kampala Ascendant unboxing, which I think is going to be a pretty big project. It's going to be not for a couple weeks because I haven't had time to do it this week. We've been preparing for E3. It's been pretty busy. That's all for news. Oh, if you're in Quebec, there is our first regionals in Quebec City. It's only and first ever regional, which is on June 16th. It looks like I'll be there. I'm not sure, but definitely people from Montreal are going to be there if you want to make it out. Quebec is a lovely city in the summer, let alone probably.
Yeah, I wish I could make it.
Yeah,
alas.
That's all for the news. That was pretty good news. Hopefully you tuned back in if you didn't want spoilers for the other thing.
All right, I should get going.
Cool. Pat, thanks so much for joining.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Always a pleasure. Hopefully see you at least in a month, if not sooner.
Probably yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. One of those two things will happen.
I'm gonna meet the sun real quick. You're gonna see me show Pat out because the door is in the background, and we'll be right back. It's 10:30. Fuck. We're gonna build some criminal. We're gonna play that. We'll be right back. I mean, welcome back. I understand there's an audio delay of some sort on this camera. We set this up like 10 minutes before the chat. It's not perfect if you're just tuning in. It's the Metropole grid. I like how this looks. This looks pretty cool. This camera seems less good though when it's wider. Let's go build some criminal. I'm gonna go back to the wide cam. We're gonna build some criminal, and we're gonna play some of the new cards because there's a lot of really exciting new cards, and the fundamental criminal builds that you might have like grown up with. The game of you playing for a while are now like a pretty legitimate thing. I keep hitting that button. We forgot to play the news graphic. There it is. Cool. Let's give this a shot. Cool. So one of the biggest deals, one of the cards that came out. Now my face is too shiny. I'm gonna like sit further back. One of the new cards that came out is the reprint of. Now I gotta fix my face. Is a reprint of Account Siphon. Account Siphon is one of the biggest cards ever in Netrunner, and they reprinted it, and it is comparable. It's strictly comparable, which is kind of wild. I think a lot of corps have got soft to the idea of icing up HQ. We're gonna see how the thing is. Don't worry, I made it home safely. This is Patrick from YouTube. We just gotta make the lighting on this a bit more reasonable. 1 second. Ooh, you see a bit behind the scenes here, huh? That seems too dark. Makeup. Okay, this is good radio, right? Try this. You play guitar? Thought I saw an amp behind you. Yeah, I have an electric guitar. I don't really play it. I haven't played it in a long time. I think I need to restring it, but I've been playing guitar since I was an angsty teenager, and I mostly play acoustic guitar in my spare time. So we're gonna build a runner here. Amina, Corporate Grant, Doof for the win. Chaos Jester, how's it going? That's pretty much where we're going with this. Amina is also a really powerful card that came out. It's actually kind of harder to work in a deck. You have to spend a bit more effort on it. The question also is, which criminal are we going to play? There's a lot of different IDs that are good, and I think 419 is really popular right now. People love playing 419, get that expose in there. There's some other good expose events. The turtle's really good. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just try someone else because I think all the other criminals are pretty good. And if we're going to be aggressive, there's some pretty good synergy with some other cards. Jamie's yelling Gabe, which is a pretty good one start. Everyone else is saying 419. I knew this would happen. I've been like exactly against 419 for such a long time. I don't believe it's that good. I did some more testing yesterday and it proved to be a bit more. I don't know why people are defending their stuff. Steve with Congo and Gabali. That's what I want, Nick, right? Even Leela. It's like there's still a lot of good criminal IDs that people haven't been playing for a long time because criminal was missing a bunch of their basic stuff. Like they've been missing Siphon, they've been missing multi-axis good breakers. And we got like 2 of those 3, which is pretty good. But like there's some pretty good options here. You have Steve Cambridge, and just like was said in chats with Conga and Gabali, Steve Cambridge is really good. The idea is that you can Siphon turn 1 has some value. Now they can res their ice and duck the Siphon, but they'll still be at 0 credits, which is pretty good. And you can get one of those back, which is fun. I was actually more interested in playing Los. Another option in chat is Lila, which is fantastic, and obviously Gabe Santiago, who's aged, I think it's like, what, 8 years between the core sets, or 4 years? Maybe it was in real time, I forget. But Los on its own, it's good. I think the D-Res package, a thing that I've been talking about for a long time, saying it might be a bit busted, does get a lot better with Siphon and falsified credentials, or, no, the other one, Corporate Grant. So this might be worth trying. Classic Bounce HQ Ice and Doof. Doof, Courage, and Steve. They're never going to give you Doof back, though, right? Maybe you want 2 Doofs. All right, it's either Steve or Los. I'm going to start with Los because we want to do basic criminal. That's how we advertise the stream. We were meant to do that with Pat as like a basic teaching deck. Well, let's go just with basics. Steve is a bit more advanced in terms of the deck you have to build. It's a bit more advanced into how you play. Steve is just like, or Los, excuse me, is more like fundamentals. Yeah, let's try Los. Tanuk is in on. Tanu Kid is on Los, so this is all on you. So, you remember Account Siphon? Let's talk about Account Siphon. Oh, we're in Chrome, so that doesn't actually work. Account Siphon was a card that you played for 0 credits. You ran HQ. The core lost 5 credits. You gained 10. You did gain 2 tags, though. If you didn't clear the tags, this deck card was absurd. It was a 15 credit swing for 1 click, and that's gross. Now, if you did clear the tags, and you cleared the tags by saying click, remove tag, it was 3 clicks to get a swing of 9 credits, if I'm not mistaken, right? 5, 6, 7, 5 plus 10 is 15 minus 4, 11. Okay, it's 11 credit swing in 3 clicks. This seems wrong. Yeah, it's 11 clicks swing and 3 clicks. Okay, 11 credit swing and 3 clicks. Gotta do the math before chat catches up and calls me on it. And now we have a new card, which is Diversion of Funds, which is a 9 credit swing in 2 clicks, which is honestly comparable. That's actually not that far off. 11 credit swing and 3 clicks means that your third click is worth 2 credits, which is pretty good. You think they ever reprint a more fair Aaron? Aaron? Yeah, they could. Dominic, how's it going? Fisk, you're playing good stuff. Just his brother. There's actually a piece of art that looks like it could be Aaron's brother that exists, that Matt Salinger printed. But this is Diversion of Funds, and that's still a pretty solid card. You don't see the art here, but that's still pretty solid by far, and it's pressure. There's not a lot of cards in the game right now that say the Corp loses credits, and the Corp loses credits. Not only can they not do much, but it makes de-resing ice a lot more powerful, and we get low value from Los if they de-res ice. There's also like a lot of ways that you used to play against Criminal that Corps are going to have to relearn. Either that they're going to remember how to play against it, or if they're newer players, you're going to have to learn. And this might be a bit of an anti-synergy with Los, but the idea with Los, if turn 1 I run HQ, it's in your best interest not to res. Because you don't want to res your ice until the run really matters. Either you have agendas in HQ, which you could if you're maybe on the mulligan, or you just don't want to res your ice, because as soon as you res your ice, Los gets 2 credits, and then Los can use those 2 credits to special order for a breaker and then doof. So a lot of times you don't res ice, and just so that when they do the doof, the Diversion of Funds, as we're going to be calling it now, you can protect yourself. So let's see how we go with this. Let's just play a lot of good standard stuff, a lot of the basic Criminal stuff, make sure we have good pressure, and see where we go from there, because there's a lot of good stuff here. Let's start by going to Collection and turning it on. We already have step 1 complete. Diversion of Funds is going to be a 3-of in our deck. Other 3-ofs in our deck that I think are a pretty good place to start is we want 3 short gambles. A lot of times that's pretty good. And 3 special order. That seems pretty good. And then 2 inside jobs, because whatever. That's a pretty good package at the beginning. I thought you'd want to res early to make it harder for Los to de-res. It depends on the deck. Sometimes you don't want to give them early economy. Sometimes you want to res your ice if you're playing around something like a Rubicon Switch. And I want to really try Rubicon Switch in this deck. I don't know how many you run because you want to find it. How soon you find it is different. Obligatory gamble is a crutch. It can be, but in most decks it's really good. Other things you want to play, there's not a lot of good card draw in Criminal, and there's a couple ways to deal with it. Firstly, you have Earthrise Hotel, which is a really good card. It gives you 6 card draw clicklessly for 1 click, which is good. It spreads it out. 2 makes it easier to play, and if we want to play that for card draw, it's great. This is probably nothing new for anyone who's watched Netrunner for a while now. Daily Cast is also really good, and if we want to play those, we can maybe just play Career Fair, installs them for free. It also encourages us to play other resources that cost money, and we'll see if we have those. 3 times emergency shutdown because name drop. Heyo. I think we'll be fine with Rubicon, but it's not bad either. And with Los, we want some D-res cards. We could even consider playing the Bird Breakers, right? As long as we get our money up. From here, we need to fill our deck with 25 more cards. And so we need breakers for sure. Amakua is real hot shit right now. And if we want to play the GPI net tap stuff, that's an option of doing it. You get all that down, and that might be good. I don't know if that's too expensive. It might be. Another really broken Criminal card right now that's just universally good, especially with things like Inside Job, is our friend here, Maxwell James. It's always scary when you don't remember things. You forgot Rubicon. Hey, Chaos. Yeah, we'll get that in at the end because we got to see how this deck goes. Maxwell James is 1 link for 1 credit, which on its own is pretty good, especially against a link deck. You'll pay that. It's an investment in the future. But on top of that, if you run HQ, things are just busted. I feel like this card, and a lot of people have echoed the sentiment, that this card is way too good. If you don't know, if you run HQ, you can run a remote and de-res a piece of ice after they've resed it or when you're encountering it, so the Corp can't re-res it. Making this a combination of speed, de-res, and inside job. It's crazy. I don't know, but the power level associated with this card seems like, firstly, it should have been more influence, and it also seems like this should have said de-res his ability, use this ability only after a successful run on HQ, and I think it looks like they wanted the templating, like you made a successful run on HQ, and then you fire Maxwell before running, but you can do this at instant speed, which is stupid. It's a bit dumb. Movable saying 3 times Maxwell is probably not bad. We might cut down to 2. JP Menard is saying Power Tap. Power Tap is pretty good right now in Criminal. You have to build a deck around it though, and I think that's the sort of deck that wants to be tracing more, and for that sort of deck you want to play something that has Link a lot of times. I don't think we're doing it. Also, why does it have Link? literally makes no sense. The link is kind of interesting because it makes it a trade-off, or if you're using Maxwell, you lose your link. But a 1 credit, 1 influence card that has link doesn't exist in the game besides this card. So that on its own might be worth influence, let alone one of the best abilities in the game. Is kind of crazy. Another card that came out in this pack is Amina, which is really good if you want to play the D-Res package. You can make sure that your code gates are up in a certain order so you can get to them and D-Res them. The problem with this card is that it is very expensive. It's 7 to install. If I want to install an expensive card, the question is whether you want to play Amina or you want to play Femme Fatale. I think Femme Fatale is probably more easy to be better, but easy to make better. But we're going to try this card. And to make sure that we don't have to jam one early in the game, we'll also play Passport. Now, just like Emergency Shutdown saying in chat, if you want to install Amina for cheap, you probably play Credit Kiting. Credit Kiting gets so much better in a power tap deck, something that runs Citadel Sanctuary, so you can remove the tag clicklessly, and I don't think that is this deck. If it is this deck, we probably want to play other cards as well to help us with that, but like Doof more than account siphon? Hey, diversification of funds flavor win with a certain savvy investor. That could be. Amina's base strength is 3, Ben. Oh yeah, you're right, it doesn't say it there, it's 3, which is actually really well positioned, because it deals with a lot of pretty big guys for really cheap. What did you mean with the Maxwell explanation, Andre? I thought it was already errata to say use this build, you only even made accessible run on HQ during this turn. Yeah, that's what it says, M&A. But what I am assuming how this card is meant to be like used is similar to something like a Wari, where it says like you want to use it. It forces you to use this during the run on HQ or right after the run on HQ, but not anytime after during the turn. So if you want to use the run HQ, de-res a piece of ice on a remote server and then take your next click to charge the server, which means the corp can re-res. The way that it is now, you can use it mid-run, so it's kind of busted. Classic is like Mongoose, Gordian Blade, Paperclip. That is largely the classic. If we were running on Mongoose, we need a Femme Fatale. We have a what's it called? I don't think we need Gordian anymore because we have Amina, but Paperclip is a fine card. Whether we want to spend 3 influence on this, who knows? Mongoose is good. You can also run Nanotech for 1 influence. From here, we probably should be playing Amakua. It's too good not to play, right? We're going to be running a lot. Let's get our Rubicon down. We got to figure out how we win. And we still have a lot of influence to make sure we win somehow. And the question is, yeah, how do we do it? How do we spend influence on a deck? I forgot how to do that. It's been a while since we played Criminal. Same old thing into Doof is not very good. It's 4 clicks for a Siphon, and that's many clicks for a Siphon. Restricted card? Oh yeah, so this deck for restricted card, I'm assuming we're playing Employee Strike. There's another really cool current that just came out, it's called Corporate Grant, but this deck doesn't actually have that many things to install. And when they're saying liberated accounts, it's a fine decision. I'm hoping we can do something more interesting. Solom, how's it going? E-Strike, I like E-Strike a lot. Corporate Grant is good. We don't have that many things to install, let alone things to install at speed, so I don't think we'd get that much value out of this. And if someone asks me, would you rather rob the corp of 4 to 5 credits, sometimes it's less longer, or would you rather rob them of their ability? I'll pick the ability. It's easier to get value out of the Corporate Grant, though, when we're de-resing and doing stuff like that, but it's kind of harder. I think indexing is good, Menard. I think we can spend 2 influence on indexing. I play 2 strike, 1 grant, and 4/9. When you're draining them 5 ways. Yeah, the thing is, like, if I'm playing Geist, where you're installing something every turn, you can get more value out of the Corporate Grant. Here, we don't have that many good things to install. Chaos is saying Kiros, and Kiros is a bit of a combo card. If this is ever in our opening hand, we feel pretty dumb, and I don't love that idea. We probably want to get more card draw into this deck. I think we might have to spend influence on it. Career Fair also installs resources by 3, which makes... Let's see what else we have. But it does make the liberated counts look a bit better. I think we can go for an influence replacement for Mongoose. Mongoose isn't a bad card, mind you, but we awfully could. What else can we get? This card came out. This is Pad Tap. And I don't love Pad Tap in a lot of criminals. There's a deck that just won Winnipeg, which is a deck that's kind of similar to this. But in those decks... Excuse me. Pad Tap sometimes gives you a credit a turn. It's not that hard to build a criminal deck that you have 2 link and then you have Underworld Context that gives you a credit every turn. I think that's a lot better. I think Turning Wheel is definitely the way to go, Salt and Storm. I think we might be doing 2 Turning Wheel, 2 indexing. I'm going to try this card. I don't think it's that great. We'll see how many times it fires or not fires. It's 0 to install, which is nice, but I'm not a big fan of it. Also, if we're keeping their credits down with Rubicon Switch, it's hard for them to play operations. Like, most of them cost 5 or so. We definitely want Turning Wheel, though. We're going to play 2 indexing. That means we probably want to play at least 1 same old thing. We have 1 influence left. Let's rebirth into another faction, to another ID. We don't have any console, which is an issue. Comment for doof value. We just don't have enough events for that card draw. You're really light on credits though. You need heavy hitting economy. Yeah, where did all our influence go? Oh, it went here. Yeah, we have way too few money. I think we need to play like 3 of these. That's an issue. Wow, influence goes fast, huh? Maybe we play 2 of this. How do you get money, huh? Yeah, for Rubicon we need more money. We get a bit more money back because we have low, so if they res we get credits. But yeah, this is not looking that great. What are we missing? We have no card draw. We have 3 Earthrise, which is pretty lame. The pad tap is technically money. We'll find out if it is. I'm apprehensive about it. Liberated counts is technically money. Shadownet Fansite for more doof. I want to try that. It's just a lot of cards, and the card draw on this deck is so bad that running like 4 or 5 cards that are not anything. You like deuces? I don't love deuces. Deuces is a fine include though here. Definitely. It's some card draw. It's tag removal. It's not a card I enjoy playing, but it's technically a card. And let's see what this draw is like. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to install Fem. I guess doof is good, but like let's see what this draw is like. This opening hand, we probably keep it. This is worse. Isn't bad draw just a criminal thing? It could be. Not in Geist it isn't. But like you could go out of the way and play things like is there any consoles that are good? We also don't have Sneak Door Beta, which seems like a fuck up. Sneak Door Beta is really good. Like what consoles are good? Criminal consoles, huh? That's something. That is something. Not a lot of options. They're all like kind of boring. This is too expensive. We don't get that much value out of it. Despero. Yeah. Polystore is definitely not something we want. It's free card draw though, right? That's fun. Oh man. Fundamentals criminal. Is this what we're coming down to? Logos. Hey Electric, how's it going firstly? So Logos is a cool card. Gives us hand size, which is nice, but it's 4 credits. And with a lot of people, more people playing 3-point agendas in this game, there's a chance by the time you play Logos, it only fires once. Because they score a 3-pointer, then they score a 2-pointer, they score a 3-pointer, it's over. So I don't love Logos. It's an option though. Daredevil is rad. It's 5 credits though. It's 5 credits. So here we could doof turn 1. And we keep that hand. Pad tap, install this, draw, run. Yeah, okay, let's try this. This is like really basic Los. And actually, I think we might be getting more value from Los than we could be possibly getting from Gabe. If we were playing Gabe, I think we would like play Pheromones and other stuff like this. But like, man, this deck is really boring. Actually, we have no multi-X besides Turning Wheel. This kind of sucks. Taylor, what's up? Pad tap got a lot worse when people realized that take credits isn't the same as gain credits. Fuck off. Fuck off, Taylor. Holy shit. The first time the corp gains credits. According to Taylor. Read that. So, that means cards like hedge fund that say gain credits. That's a thing, right? You get credits off of this. But then some really common cards. Like corporate sales team. Maryland campaign. This says take credits, so you're not gaining them. Fuck that card. Hey, first time I can catch you live. Your videos have really helped me get into Netrunner. I appreciate your work and keep up the awesome videos. Hey, Steve, thanks so much for the kind words. Glad you can make it live. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Hey, it's a good place to be live, right? It's a crazy no trigger off campaigns or SSLs. That's brutal. I have no doubt people are going to misplay that for a bit. Oh, shit. Okay, well, this card goes. Man, I don't like this card. Good. Yeah, Pad Tab wasn't great anyways, and now it just got a bunch worse. We need an econ card we can put in that slot. Hopefully it's a resource we can install with Career Fair. Otherwise, we could play Falsified Credentials, which honestly probably isn't terrible. Sometimes we get 4. Underworlds, we don't have enough link. If we want to do Underworlds, it would be very easy, but then we would change to 419. There's a chance we're better off in 419 and just playing Underworlds. Chad, how do you like if we change to Underworlds? We could do Underworlds and change to Steve. I mean to 419. That's an option. It makes our Amakua better. Aeneas Informant is kind of meta-dependent, Mad Dog, and it's not the kind of economy we want. Like something like a Underworlds that gives us credits every turn we want, but as soon as it's not a matchup that we can run for free, like we don't have any bad pub or anything, it's kind of rough. Gabe and Dirty Laundry. Ubax and Cyberdelia. Cyberdelia is such a slow card. Like, we want to set up fast so we can get that. Like, the best play in Criminal is have money turn 1 so you can be like, special order, install breaker, doof. Turn 2, mind you. And we don't want Ubax or Cyberdelia for that. Ubax is also like 2 influence. 3 influence. We can't play that. Could that spec into Power Tap and Citadel? We could. Sec testing? That's super interesting, but people are icing shit up. If we were running sec testing, we'd also run Data Sucker though, and I think it'd be a different deck. Jackpot. Okay. Play Fanside Shadownet. Too many cards. Too bad card draw. Caddy Jones. Kappa. Coca-Cola. Caddy Jones would be perfect for this deck. 419 is probably just better all around, but it's Crim Fundamentals. It is Crim Fundamentals. So we just need like a Fundamentals card. Bank Job's a Fundamentals card. I'd rather play that than Aeneas, I'll be honest. People don't play around this one. And people are running remotes. Let's play 2 Bank Job and something else that's like really super fun and interesting. Let's play 2 Bank Job and 1 Louis Gillarm. No, we'll play 1 Kiros McIntyre and we'll lean into it. The other option actually is to play, I was considering this, is that we could also play the Sports Hopper. It's a draw card. Oh no, fuck it, yeah. Fundamentals. We're fundamentaling so hard. This is the most fundamentals card in Netrunner. Yeah, it's fundamentals. And we take out the same old thing, we play another fundamentals. Fundamentals. If you're sitting back, aren't you playing Shaper? We're going to be running a lot. We're going to get Amakua value. The thing is, like, we just can't snowball enough. Maybe we drop a Liberator for Data Suckers. We'll try it. We want to de-risk stuff. All the mentals. Fundamentals. Oh, diversion. This is Patrick. Thank you. Fundamentals. Which means we should have diverted from fundamentals. If you really want to go crazy, we could do off-campus connections. That'd be wild, though. At that point, though, I think we'd just play Geist. There's a chance it's good, though. Dominic Astrolabe, I think it's influence. Let's see if we... I don't think we need the MU. If we were playing Sneaked or the MU, it would be more of an issue, but we're not. Just tuning, by the way, my name's Andre. So Match Ball Grid. How's everyone's Thursday night? Bank Job is so bad? No, it's not, M&A. Well, it's a pretty fine card. People are like on icing shit. They're playing Argus and stuff. You need the money. Portman, totally. Great decklist name. That's actually pretty clever. I dig that. Falsified credentials is really good if you have a way to know what you have in the server. Another sure gamble, but only needs 1 to play. And besides that, I can do other things. Gets better with the latest Crim console. I don't love the latest Crim console. It feels like too much money for something that doesn't matter until the mid to late game. And there's other better economy engines. But it's good with 419, right? But even an exposed for 1 credit might not be the worst. It might not be the worst. I'm going to hit a button here that's going to show the NBN logo. Damn it. Okay, whatever. It's playing. It's fine. Runner. Let's try it. Are people already playing Crisium Grid? I don't know. Jim, what up? Is Jim in chat? Yeah, Amakua, exactly. It's great with Amakua. Where's the Crim logo? Yeah, we had all the Crim logo. Actually, the one that we had on the channel back in the day was like pretty frightening. If I can't say so myself. I need to invest in one of those, like, they have the what's it called? Ooh, this might be a good matchup. They have, because we can click through Siphon turn 1. They have those, like, pads that you can, like, program stuff, and we could have a logo on each button. It'd be really fun. In fact, too, if you're playing your Silhouette deck, put 3 Wari in it. Trust. Oh, no. So this is Architects of Tomorrow. We're going to keep this hand as dope. Which we do have Employee Strike, which is really good. But they are going to res stuff. Like 2 cards on a turn really easily, which robs us of some value. Now, a lot of times we can click through their ice. So we got to figure out what the restricted card is. Yeah, like an Elgato. Yeah, exactly. The stream deck, right? We got to figure out what their ice is. The thing is, if it's a Fairchild 3.0, it's really bad for us. They also did Jim kept. So if we like play Employee Strike Run HQ, if it's a 3.0 Byroid, we get hosed. That's fine though. We also can't siphon through Fairchild 3.0, which is kind of cool. We could sure gamble here, but I want to be able to click through 1.0 ice if it matters. If they res here, we also get 2 credits, which we would lose immediately from Fairchild 3. But at least they go down to 3 credits. Yeah, in fact, your Warrior's kind of cool in Silhouette because you expose the ice first, then you can bounce it. It's like, fuck. Yeah, fire. So we're not gonna be able to de-res this, and it's now up. We can fem it. We have to lose all our money, which is really bad. That was the worst dice it could possibly been, and they can do brain damage or end the run. They'll probably end the run. That was terrible. Why not run using deuces? Could have exposed it before. That's true. We could have exposed it. That's probably better. I forget that I can do that. I generally always use this for card draw. Yeah, that probably was a strict misplay. Luckily, they're at 3 credits, so we have a strike up, and most of their ice we can click through. So I think we're going to be able to bounce back from this. Yeah, the expose on this is also really cool with Amakua if you want to run more than one. So we know also that's the restricted card, which is pretty sweet. I think we want to run every turn. Like if this is a Fairchild 3, we click through it. If they res it, we gain 2 credits, which helps us get through our extra gamble. It's an axis plus clicking for 2. I don't think they res it. With 2 credits, we can steal Ikawa Project, which is probably in this deck, considering they can't run food, and they're running 3.0 Biroids, which protects the FC3 or the Ikawa really well. It's a Jinja, which is a very scary card. It also probably means that they're on the card that makes them draw a lot. Luckily, if they do Jinja, they can't res a lot of their stuff. We don't want to install that. We want to be able to sure gamble. Actually, that turn we should have, last click, we should have deuced wild. Hold on. It's not, the expose is not that valuable if they run Jinja. Let's take a click back. This changes nothing on the board state. So we can draw 2 and gain 3. You should almost always draw first. That's strictly better than credit. 3 deuces, 3 falsified is so nice with turtle-based decks. I hear you on that. And you see a lot of people playing IP block. We've seen a lot of that today already. So people are prepping for it. But yeah, Amaku, a hell of a card. So they have a Jinja, they just drew another card. And they have the hedge fund. And this is when bank job gets good. That's probably the Jinja grid, which I think we actually want to go trash that, right? I have 1 times hunger and I'm seeing how that goes. Endless hunger? So Jinja's 5 to trash. I think we need to go trash that. Which means we probably want to do that last click, right? So we want to do gamble, install. Because if we trash that, we can't install this thing. So we'll do this, we'll hit it, we'll run. We got to get rid of a Jinja. 5 is a lot, but their economy is pretty much not good right now. They played 2 hedge funds, and this is probably a very important card in their deck. We get punished by hard-hitting news, but what can we do? We can recover with this and the cool card draw from our cute baby. It's hard. Also, that's a big thing about Jinjas. They need multiple cards on the server because a single Biroid generally does not keep you out. 2 Biroids, you're beginning to talk. And they're going to start jamming things behind it. And I'm gladly going to let them res that stuff and get through. It's unfortunate we left on 2 credits because if this is an Ash, or not an Ash is kind of bad. But if this is like an Adonis, even a Maryland, we can't trash it. We will get 2 credits if they res though. Gullet, how's it going? Hunting Grounds is a good include. It's definitely a meta choice. So we basically get through this for 2 clicks because we lose the 2 credits. I'm not a big fan of that card. Depends on your meta though. I don't think it's going to do anything in this matchup besides maybe Loki. Don't want to trash that. You can leave a credit on bank job, mind you, and it lets you deal with these relatively easily. We'll break 2 subroutines. We could take the brain damage, but these cards are actually really good. Unfortunately, this is a bad axis because we can't trash this. Fuck. That might have made sense considering. So if we hit this, it threatens us to be able to run through the remote again. We could also install the baby to set it up, but we'd rather end our turn with money. AOT doesn't need much influence. I splashed enforcing loyalty. Huge success. So if they don't show us the ice, it means that they're not drawing ice. So that's a Loki, just like we called. 6 credits for that. Gets a really mean Fairchild. That's a really scary ice. We need to get our Amina down. Yeah, man, this is not going to go well for us. I think if they ram, and man, maybe we just want our indexings. Our indexings look really good. And look how much money this card is doing. How much value this card is doing. As opposed to playing like the other current. Alright, could be a Crisium. Also, is kind of likely a lot of times Glacier decks like this are running Brian Stinson. Which I assume they would have fired, but they can't because we're exactly at 6. So we just make sure we stay over 6. The question is, do we want to install our Symmetrical Visage? putting us down to 4, drawing 1, going up to 5, and then we can't install the Earthrise. I'd rather install the Earthrise because we have a lot of drawing to do and we need to stay above 6 credits. So what do? Hit this twice, install that. The other options, install this, draw, which puts us at 5. This puts us at 9. That puts us back at 5. That's no good, so we can't do that. I think we're just going to draw once. Mongoose has some value. You assume there's some architects. Maybe there's some Ichis. Stay above 6 credits or we probably lose. I'll have to watch the rest of this on VOD. Thanks for the stream. Knife juggling with Pow was good fun. Benjamin, thanks so much for dropping by. Hopefully enjoy the rest of the VOD. Enjoy the rest of your week, huh? Or 2 weeks, largely. So if they don't show us the ice, that also could mean that they're drawing agendas or upgrades. So there's some value in running something else. And we're going to get 2 cards here. We got that sweet bank job. Again, it's pretty good fair to Fairchild. Hey, Lil Beater. How's it going, Remy? I think we want to run. We're going to get value. We want to make sure that they can't res a lot of their stuff. We can always click through 3.0s. We know their low keys here. They spend 6 on it. It'll probably be okay. It's another FC3, which is 2 clicks. 2 credits that we just got ourselves. So far we got 6 credits this turn for free. This game with Los. And we don't have a Rubicon. This would be a lovely target for Rubicon, which we don't have. But we could consider... That's a Nausea, which is just going to end the run, which is largely good. And we can play a card here. If any card we want to play, it's a Symmetrical Visage. We're not going to get that much value out of it next turn, but they're at 1 credit, which puts them so far from scoring. So I think actually taking money is probably the right play here. Just hit the gym. Hopefully that worked out. Hey, Jamie, thanks again, Andre, for coming on the show. Hey, yeah, again, we shouted that out. If you want to see... I dropped by to do like basically we hung out for like a couple hours, did some Q&A and did some gameplay on Jamie's channel. You can check that out on twitch.tv/emergency shutdown. Nice doof. It's hard to doof through this one. Do we fem this to go doof down? Mind you, another good way to play against Diversion of Funds or Account Siphon is have a card that you can res. And mind you, they're not drawing ice, so running HQ here seems really good. Now I think we run HQ here. It's unfortunate we're drawing too many cards, so we can prepare next turn. This deck also doesn't have a legwork. We should have 2 legworks in this deck. And that's an issue that we don't have it. We could just set up here and next turn Siphon. If we Diversion because it's a double, we can't click through this. So all of them fire and they can just end the run. What do you hope wins the cup tonight, Andre? I don't know what you're talking about. Is that hockey? Do I not know about hockey? In fact, what's doof? That's what people have been calling Diversion of Funds. It doesn't have a cool sounding name, short name like Account Siphon or just like Siphon. Diversion is just not emblematic. It's not like enigmatic. It's not scary. So we've been calling it doof. I think we can throw that at Rubicon. It's a pretty scary card. We want the money for sure. The Rubicon's better than the baby for the next couple turns, considering that we're getting 2 more card draw and this we're not going to be using that for a bit. Is this Stanley Cup tonight or something? Siphon 2? It's too many syllables. Doof is 1. They got the hedge fund. They got the 9 credits. This is a Satyr Adaptive Barrier, which is a pain in the ass. It's going to be a big old barrier. Luckily, if they do res it, we can de-res it largely painlessly. Doof is German and means stupid. Doof in English means stupid. Doof means like dumb. It's not very offensive though. Game 5 Stanley Cup. Who's playing? Card in remote. Now, if that's a Vitruvius, we don't mind. It turns off the current, which is the best thing for them. We got a passport, which means we can doof next turn. Do we want to show we have the passport? I think we do. Only doof people play doof. Okay. Washington's 3-1. Oh, I'm on Vegas team. You kidding me? They're in the desert. Let them win the hockey tournament. Come on. They're literally in the middle of the desert and they're playing hockey. That's fucking nuts. Oh, we could doof right here, actually. They can dodge a res here. How much is it to break this? It's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Acceptable. If it's a Chrysium, we look dumb. Ovechkin finally got his cup. Is it over? Chaos is saying passport and doof this turn. That's our fundamentals, right? Let's see what this is. If it's an Ash, it doesn't matter because we're not accessing. Replacement effect. We're going to take the money. That was underwhelming. We spent 7 to gain 5. Whew! This is why Amakua is good because eventually we get in for 3. Maybe we special order for Amakua Slide Climbing Archives. That probably seems right. NGO front, bouncing back, straight to 10. That's what they want. I think we need our Amakua stat. Yeah. Start slamming archives. This could be a Cyberdex Fire Suite, mind you, and that's actually really scary. As long as we have clicks, though, it's not the end of the world. So this server, we only need 3 counters. NGO makes existence of Doof less amazing. It does. It definitely does. We didn't spend 7 to gain 5. We spent 2 to steal 5. Yeah, that's a good way to see it, right? Wait, what? They revealed that they drew Fairchild 2.0. Oh, because there's a Jinja on HQ. So this is Fairchild 2 into Fairchild 3. This remote server, this is strength. A Satyr Adaptive Barrier is strength 3 on its own. So this is strength 5. So we can run here twice and run this remote once. And that means that they'll res us for 4 and we can de-res it for 4, which costs us 2. I think that's right. Now this is likely a remote enforcement, which is going to be absolute garbage for us, but we will get 2 credits when they score it. So there's some silver linings if you look really hard. How do you keep your special in order in hand? Oh, we're good. Damn, we're good. So they have to res the Satyr Adaptive Barrier, which is 2 credits for us, a hard end to run, which is fine, and then we can always de-res it for 4. Capitals win. Ah, fuck it. Amanda, how's it going? Do you have to click baby to use it? Shouldn't you have 1 more credit from last turn, I mean? Baby's automatic. It says the first time you spend a click to draw a card, gain a credit. So it should be happening. I haven't been paying attention to chat. Maybe we did miss it. But it's not like professional contacts, so you don't actually have to click on it. Laguna Velasco is the same idea. Also, how's it going, Amanda? Oh, we're going to pay 4 credits for that. We paid 2 overall, and we came out ahead of that. Because they paid 4, we paid 2. And they're going to score an agenda. This is what we're trying to do. Unfortunately, if they res 2 ice, the turn is pretty bad, and it looks like they are going to have to keep that up. Oh, that's a Ravana they installed for free. Let's see the remote enforcement. Maybe it actually is the CFC, which will be really bad for us too. It's a remote enforcement. It's not good. Proco would be a great include. That's actually really true, Maui. Proco would be a great include. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oof. Oof. This is why you have a legwork though, right? Like this is the easiest legwork, and that's one of the best fundamentals card is we have no multi-axis pressure besides turning wheel, which is not great. You want to do burst pressure, you want to capitalize on like problems like this, and we can't do it. Now this card is something we can get through. I imagine next turn they might purge. Archives is still open. The strike only matters when we play it, and we can run that turn, so that's fine. This Matima Quando Jinteki ID is played as Glacier or Trap decks, both. It's a dope ability. And now we have Amina, which means we can pay 2 credits to make them lose 1 credit, and it breaks Fairchild for 2 credits. Ooh, that's good. That seems good. Oh, that's good. We break this for 4 credits. Oh, that's good. 7 credits for this doesn't seem that bad. We're going to click for 2. We're going to drop. We need our turning wheel real bad, but we need to get this down stat. We also need to get the strike down stat. Luckily, they can't jam. And we know their agenda is, their hand probably has 2 agendas in it, right? Because they're not drawing and installing with Jinja. They are. I don't know what's more viable. Remy, the thing is that you can transition. Like in the early game, you can rush. Last night, I saw someone install a Marcus Batty naked. The runner ran it. And with Matima Kundo, they installed the Cortex Lock GG. After the rush, once you score your Caprice, which maybe you lose to Employee Strike, maybe you lose to DDoS, Kabali, Kangamato, then you can translate to a Glacier deck where it's just free value installs. It's a super flexible ID, and I think you should be very scared of it. It does lose so hard to it's pretty funny how hard it loses to Employee Strike. There's a chance actually we want to delete our passport here, but they might have like, we'll delete it when we get to it. Because there's a chance that they will have they'll have like Ichis and stuff like that. It's also a card we can trash to Fairchild subroutine, so there's some reason why we want to keep it. As much as our MU can only hold 1 more. So now we can like spend 2 credits so they spend 1 credit. This card is busted good when it comes to bad publicity. And there's a chance that instead of playing like liberated counts, we want to play Mining Accident. Because it makes running with turtles so good. It's harder to dodge a Mining Accident after you played a doof. really strong. And if you're breaking ice for free with Amina, it's just like robbing credits. It's funny how hard it loses to spearfishing. Yeah, it is, huh? So we can run HQ for a single. We break this for 4 credits. Or we can run here, we can spend 2 so they can lose 1. Might as well draw once to get a turning wheel. No good. And making them lose credits matters. It really does matter. So we can spend 2 to make 1. We can't get through this. Oh, we can for 2 credits. So we're spending 4 credits for a single axis. It's bad because we can't steal Ikawa project. These are dead too. Sentry Breaker, this is our Sentry Breaker. This is an issue, but if they purge, that's going to be an issue too. We might actually need to go harder on them with Amina while they have low credits. It's all advance. NGO front again? Ah, oh, god damn it. You can never keep the credits down. That's why we wanted to Amina them, I guess. Leela seems pretty good. Alright, so Doof is looking good, right? Like, we know what these cards are. This is a Ravana, which we break for 4. This one we break for 2. This one we break for 4. That's a lot of money. And they can res all of it. So the Doof isn't that great. We did play the Strike, which is great. We just want more multi-access. The bank job is looking kind of bad. And Maxwell James is a nutty good card in this matchup. That's a D-res, this big thing. But like the fact that we don't have run events, I think we're misplaying this largely because with Criminal, with cards like Doof, you're capitalizing on like board states. The idea is that we can Doof them to have no credits. It means we can indexing and hopefully win, or Maker's Eye even is probably good enough. And we're not doing that. We're on Turning Wheel, which is kind of like a slow grind. And 2 of our cards in our hand are dead, so we can keep 3 of the cards in our hand are dead. They probably purge this turn, which is fine. Maybe we even just play Tapeworm Sakon. Ah, no, Strike is looking really good. What's the trap deck, Remy? This is hard. Man, this doesn't feel good. The Rubicon does have some really solid value, though. Like, we can always run. If they res the Ravana, we can spend 4 and then D-res it. So we only spend 2, right? Because we get Los. That's actually probably okay. Isn't Tapeworm Doof and Nambo? Yeah, I guess so. Install advance. So that either is the last NGO front. It could be the Aqua. That is a good time to Doof. What happens if we Doof them? We definitely want to do that. So if we Doof them now, we're going to start with 11 when they res. 5 is probably the best amount of subroutines. If we have 5, we break this for 2, break this for 2, break this for 2. That's 6 credits. So I think we run Archives Doof. If they res or the Doof fires, either way they can't score the agenda out. Let's value Doof. Tapeworm is outdated. No, it's still a good card. This is a deck with traps. It's super unlikely that running traps in a Jinta City grid deck, just because the cost to get into the remote is like so damn high that like the chance of us running this is tiny. So if they res this one, which they can't. Okay, so this one, either way we break. Oh, we can't D-res. That maybe is a mistake. Maybe we wanted to keep a click left. Value Doof. They can't res the FC3, FC2, and this FC3 we can either break for 3 credits or break for 4 credits and make them lose 1. Now we actually don't want to make them to lose a credit. We really don't. So actually we could end the run here. Because basically we're spending 4 to gain 3. But they lose all their money. No, that's definitely worth it. So we'll break this. We actually could save a credit by trashing the passport. Oh man, having the Maxwell installed this turn also would be kind of nuts because we could just go ahead and D-res the next diamond. Yeah, well, value. So now they're stuck with a card on the remote. We have 5 counters on a turtle. This is a 6 strength barrier they can't run. Next turn we can run Archives, run this server. Probably be okay. I don't know what this card in the remote is. That's kind of scary. But again, if we did have things like indexing, we had bigger runs, we'd be really comfortable. They can't res either of this ice, so if we want to get through the server, we run Archives, see a new card, and then run this server. This one costs us 2, they lose 1. This one costs us 3. And they choose the trash on this one. So that's a 5 credit run. Bad Pub again is looking pretty hot. No matter what, we can draw once here. That's good. Let's recover. When we make a successful run on remote server instead of accessing, you may take any number of credits. So it's like 2 clicks for 2 credits. Seems good. Let's see. Career fair it out. Is this the last NGO front? Is that the last NGO front? Chat? Ooh. That doesn't look like it's working out for them. Maybe we're doofing the good value here. Can't be a Cyberdex Fire Suite, which is good. We know what this ice is, so we're not going to run into an IP block or anything really. Can't be a macrophage. We can run this and then we can always career fair this out. Yeah, whatever, I'll bite. So it's the trash one installed runner card, so it's not our choice. If it's our choice, we could consider saving a credit with a passport. We're gonna make them lose a credit too, which is pretty sweet. Actually, that's a good reason to install the bank job, because if they pop the NGO front, we take the bank job credits. We might be goofing this. How do we make this happen? How do we make them lose a credit? Lose a credit. We have 2 credits on the click. Can you? Yeah. It has a button on my end. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. It's an SSL. That's good. That's credits. And we're not going to trash that, not that we can. But they're going to get 3 credits at the beginning of their next turn. Again, this doesn't say gain. It says take. So our pad taps would be bad. And we got a card that lets us recover. That's going to be 8 credits coming through the turns. You have to click to lose during the counter. Okay, thank you, Chaos. That makes sense. Okay, so we got to get some good runs. And again, this is like the point in the game where a single indexing could win you the game. And otherwise, we need to get our turning wheel for this to be good. And they just got 9 credits clicklessly, which is pretty great for them. This might be a good turn for them to purge, but again, we can just run archives 4 times while we have drip economy coming in. So they definitely ice archives first before the purge. So they're setting up the purge. Question, is it better to play Liberated or is it better to play our Breaker? Now we threw out all our special orders, but we do have our Mongoose in hand, so I'm not that worried about it. The problem is now a Paperclip. And if they do purge, this card here is an issue. Now, if they do res their Argostan archives, we can always like value Rubicon switch it as long as it's not a fair shot 3. So that's pretty good. But like I feel like this deck needs more burst run events than the way that we're playing it, which is, this seems like the best play. And we found out that isn't a Brian Stinson, let alone, yeah. I don't know where their influence is. That's kind of scaring me. We've seen no influence in a 12 influence deck. Kind of unlikely. We've seen, what have we seen? UVC coming down. That's a lot of cards. This is the perfect turn for legwork because they just drawn a ton. I think we have to run HQ here because they just gain a mad amount of credits. Ice on archives. We don't know what that is, but they're going to be icing up archives. Double ice means that we can't capitalize that hard when it comes to the Rubicon switch. They also probably have multiple agendas in their hand, so we need to get this done. And we're going to get 4 credits at the beginning of turn 6. This is 2. This is 3. If they res this is another 2. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not enough. And we always want to click to de-res the Rubicon. So, draw. Hit this run. We can still steal the Akawa. We can still Rubicon. So, I think they purge next turn for sure. So, we'll spend 2 on this. If this doesn't work out for us, we're in a really bad spot if we get unlucky here. Running archives might be good. They might think they could preempt him next turn. There's a chance. It's kind of a high risk though. Maybe not that high risk. So this we break for 2. Which is good because they paid 5 for that and we paid 1. Actually, we paid nothing. It was free. We can always de-res it for 4. Whether that's worth de-resing though, that's a different question. Do we want to de-res that? Yeah, maybe we do. Yes. Damn, we're good. Okay, we needed that. Now, it's not unlikely that their deck runs 18 3-pointers and then 1 enforcement, but that's probably not right. I think they purge here. Yeah, I think they do purge Remy. And yeah, Chaos, that did work. We clicked at the right time. It's a Fairchild 3. That's a son of a bitch. Card in the remote. Advance. Advance. We can get through this remote. This is a Fairchild 3. This is 3, 6. Oh, wait, how many strength is on this? That actually might be the issue. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 strength. Should have purged 1000%. This deck wants 3 remote enforcement. Yeah, it does. I think it does. The whole game plan. So I think we have to run archives here. Because then we'll have 7 counters. Then we can run server 2. Because the chance of this being the last NGO front, I think it's unlikely. And we need 7 strength for this. So we can do 7, hit this, run the remote. Because we want to end with 2 clicks and 2 credits. We got to do the math right, though. And they can't res too much of this ice. It's actually going to be really expensive. This is 6. They can't afford to res it. If they res this, they can't res anything else and score the agenda. So even if they just res this, we're fine. They definitely have to purge. Run R&D? I don't know about that. Put bank job down before. Also, I don't know about that. Our clicks are worth 4 credits. Installing this is... It's a click. We can just click for 4. If there's a Cyberdex Fire Suite in here, though... Oh, there isn't. But there's an Arc Lockdown. And a Blacklist. I think we're fine. So just to not mess this up, server will be reset in 20 minutes. Okay, that's good to know. Let's go check real quick. Satyr, Adaptive Barrier, I think is 2 strength coming in. Just want to double check. Yeah, it is. So that means this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good. And they just can't res a lot of this. They actually res the FC3, which is only 3 credits for us. This might be a win. Man, Amaku, a hell of a card. We almost didn't play it, right? Maxwell, it's too expensive. It's much too expensive to run HQ, install Maxwell, run the server. Like, we can click for 4. That's largely better. Also, we can make them just lose a credit. Like, we could have just made them lose a credit so they can't score a 5-3. This could also be a 2-1, though. Man, 2 for 3 code gate subroutines. That's value. We have a single access with a click and 2 credits left. Let's see if the purge cost them the game. It did. And that's why you need your clicks and your credits when you access. So we didn't have time for the bank job or the Maxwell. Hey, good game. Yeah, I think that purge would have been solid. Server reset. That could be only our escape plan if the game starts going bad. We got it. We got it. They jammed in a remote too much. 2 NGO fronts out means that it's likely that there's an agenda in here. Yeah, these stats are new Empathy. We've been seeing them all night tonight. They're so cool. And like 7 card accesses, that's really bad. Generally, you need to see a lot more than that. Luckily, they are the kind of deck that jams agendas in the remote. And you can see all the stuff that we did. Like, you can tell how efficient your deck is. Credits by click 10. It's a lot of credits by click. Might not be the wrong thing, but we did gain 72 or 109 credits. Like, that's a really important card number to look at your deck and see how much money your deck needs to win and make sure your deck has that much. It look like the server's going down. Yeah, 20 minutes, eh? Thanks. Yeah, these are new, Remy. They showed up, I think, last night. That's really cool. Fast enough for 10. Cheers. All right, so we only have 20 minutes on the server, which means we can't. We'll try. We'll try and we'll beat the clock with Los. We'll try and race it. I know we need to make changes to the deck, but 20 minutes, right? And Neil Pro. That's super cool. If you're just tuning in, by the way, my name is Andre. I forgot to mention, we usually mention this. I'm now on Twitter, which we tweet. 82%, huh? Which we tweet on there about what we're up to. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's a good place. We tweet about the videos and other stuff we do. Hey, how's it going? All right, so against P, we have no good hard tech. We have no multi-axis. We need our what's it called in hand? We need our turning wheel. We do have strike, though, which is pretty good. Yeah, 82% is not, it's not bad. It's not great. Anytime I see someone with like a strange name, I check to see if they have a completion rate, to see if there's a smurf. Thanks, you too. This hand we can do better. We have economy, but we generally want to open with that seems like a good hand. It's so easy to get bank job value in this matchup a lot of times. Can you talk to me about the new cards that came out? Remy, we'll try and do that after the server reset, if anything. Because we might have like 10 minutes there at the end. That looks like a Mwanza City Grid if we ever seen one. Could be a punitive deck, means our money is important. We're going to be drawing this game. The Symmetrical Visage has a lot of value. The question is whether we baby turn 1. What could this be? Could be a snare, could be a psychic field. We'll bite. We have our cards that we want. Enough money, a good card draw card. It's a House of Knives. That's fantastic. We get 1 damage losing the Maxwell, which is an issue. We can draw for a value credit here. Daily Cast is a pretty good card. Click this money is good. I'll have to spend more time drawing. If this is a trap deck, it looks like it is. We rather have that Sports Hopper we don't have, but we want to make sure that our accesses matter. And this is weak to both Inside Job and Maxwell. And I think we want to get an access every turn. Now, 3 cards in hand is good enough. It's not good against Obokata, but we need 5 cards for Obokata. We'll run HQ, see what kind of deck they're running. It could be easily Philotic is in this deck. It's a news team. That means they're definitely on Philotic 24/7 news cycle. I don't actually think 2 tags matters that much. The thing is then they'll jam into remote. That sucks. So Philotic is going to be an issue. We'll keep running. I don't want to draw first. Yeah, 1 in 6 games is a lot. There we go. Because there's a chance we drew a breaker, like a Mongoose, and we don't want them to hit that. So we'll draw second. They can't really kill us to triple punitive. It seems ridiculous. And that's the 1 card we needed. We're good. Where's the emo strike? What? And we gotta figure out what their deck is. That's influence too, right? Like that's generally 6 influence out of their deck. We're still at 1 agenda point, so they're not gonna score that fast. We could get Boom. There's also the new card, but it is 5 influence. Boom is 3. And if they're throwing cards out in the archives, that easily could mean cards like what's that called? Oh, Ice. Ice seems good. It easily could be cards like Breach Dome. So what could we face check into that could be bad? Cortex Lock kills us. This seems like a good breaker. Doof, mind you, Diversion of Funds is really strong in this matchup on the basis that these decks generally struggle for economy. They generally do, and if we can keep them down, it's really good. Amina is well positioned against DNA Tracker, which it breaks for 4 credits, which is kind of unprecedented. It breaks Yagura for 2, which is kind of all you can ask for. I like Emo Strike more. Amp Strike. The thing is, playing this now seems a bit dangerous, and then we're weak to trash program subroutines, whether they want to run Res Archer or run Archer. That's really good too. I think actually we want to just get this down. They can't neural us this turn because we didn't run, but if they fast advance agenda out sometime, we could lose this, but we'll get this one down for sure. Play Strike with Black Nail Polish. Kamino is not that bad. Kamino doesn't kill us. Then we just can't access and we just spend our next turn drawing. And the hand that we had back there before we drew into a breaker, honestly, we could lose it. It would be fine, especially if they pay 5 for it. Now they have money though. Okay, so that's the most money card we have in our hand, so we're going to play that one. It's more money than daily casts, and they're not forcing us to interact with them. Again, fast advance, at any point in time, they can fast advance out a Philotic Entanglement if they have shipment from Tenon, and we will take 4 damage, which is actually really scary, because they have the credits to do it. So installing this could lose us the game, so we're not going to rush it. It also means that they could go out and jam behind a code gate, and then we'll surprise them. We do have Inside Job, though, if we need to. Hey, Matt, what's up? How's the Netrunner? It's been good. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. Today we have a cool setup. We have a second camera here. We have a cool other scene that we might get to in a bit. But it's been a fun Netrunner night. We had Pat tonight too, which is always fun. And they showed us Biotic Labor. There you go. And shipment from Tenon. So even if we run every turn, it doesn't matter. Shiq and HQ, which they'd have to pay 5 credits for, and they got 18 credits, and they have another news team. So running HQ seems pretty bad. No doubt that is a, what's it called? That is a Mwanza. Probably have a lovely assistant too. Guess they left. Work's been hectic, but I got time for you. Hey, that's very kind. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully work is shapes up, huh? That's the card we want. Can we get through this? I don't know. It's going to be hard to run archives to get value out of the turtle on the basis that they have what's it called? They have breach domes going on. Now I have actually made it home safely. There's Pat. How are you doing, Pat? We'll probably just take money. Now, there could be, like, a lot of people might want to go ahead and career fair down the daily cast. I think if we're installing the daily casts, we're not doing it with career fair. Cards in hand really does matter, let alone also credits probably don't matter that much in this matchup. I want a full-time side cam and no side cam when not dramatic. I'm so sorry, Remy. We were actually really on point this evening with a dramatic side cam. Every time we ripped something off the top of the deck, we just, like, stared down lands. It's pretty fun. We also haven't seen what kind of ice they're running. Which sucks. Oh, they're biolinking out. This might be the 4 damage play. Shipment from 10. Whoa, they're scoring a 4-2 out. Viral weaponization. Woo! Boy, what is that? Biotic shipment from 10 and leave on the table. What the heck is that? Zach, I thought you hated YouTubers, Pat. That is bold. That is, I respect that. That's 20 minutes till the server is shut down play, right? Could be vanity. Sad's what up. That's such value manga ass. And we could just inside job that. Which we need 5 cards on hand if it is a 5-3. They also could be setting up some wild play with show of force or something. No matter what, I think we draw here. 10-minute warning. That's a 10-minute warning play, right? You almost want to doof on principle. Oh, fuck. We could have done doof run because they need 1 credit. The thing is, if this is it could do 4 brain damage. It could definitely do 4 brain damage. That's an issue. We lose. If it's a 5-3, I don't think we care. Viral weaponization is the worst one. Falsified credentials we don't have. If we had falsified credentials, like that's the problem with like Yomi, which is not good. I think we're just gonna set up here. Whatever, they can score a 5-3. It's not a big deal. They just spent so many credits on it. Admiral Akbar says it's a trap. Yeah, this one look good. If it's a plan B to viral weaponization, it kills you. Yeah, Corey, it does. Plan B viral weaponization is like the boldest thing. And it's just an Obokata, which is fine. We lost the card we wanted. If that is a Mwanza, it actually doesn't matter that much. And we can doof into it. Fem is super good. We can do Fem HQ doof. They can res their ice, but like... Oh, we can't do doof. Let's doof them. Yeah, like they spend so much credits on this, that's fine. We also know they're on Obokata, so we don't have to play around bioethics. Sometimes you want a Fem after. It's a Kakugo and a Mwanza. The Mwanza actually, there's no point resing it because we're not accessing cards. So we're going to take 1 damage here. We bypass it, but the writing on Kakugo is so liberal. It's going to hit us no matter what. So we bypass 1 subroutine. Yay. Yeah, that person could have installed advanced for sure. Take a damage. It's fine. They lose all their credits. This doesn't fire. Replacement effects. We'll take your money. Thank you. You have 1 credits now. The problem with Mwanza is, and I said this when Mwanza came out, it seems like such a good recovery card to siphon or to doof, right? Because like even if we run R&D, there's no way for us to trash this. They'll always res it. Now, luckily for us, they done goofed. They done doofed, right? I'll take those turning wheel counters. Thank you. We don't want to run on HQ, but we can always run R&D and see like 12 cards if they res this, which maybe that wins us the game. Maybe we lose. I don't know. Kakugo is annoying, but it also has a drawback, which is them turning wheels counters be very good. We're going to build our own Mwanza. Well, I'm Africa at a farm. That's pretty good. Now we know half their hand, I think. I think there's a Shikyu, a Breach Dome. And eventually we can run R&D. Sounds like a 2-minute warning play, yeah, right? Alright. There's a Shikyu also. Okay. You want to give them all the money? Let's give them all the money. Yeah, let's give them all the money. No breakers. It's an Anansi, which they can't afford to res. What do we die to? They can only fire 1 snare. This seems like a good turn. Doof and HQ. That's fine. They can't res Anansi. They're going to res Mwanza. In theory, they should wait. Now the question is, we can see 5 cards here, or, because we have like 5 minutes left in the game, we can see 8 cards. That will give them a certain amount of credits. That's kind of the issue. Like, you want to trash this one first. No matter what, they're going to get 10. Fuck it. They'll have all the money. Let's see all the cards. Breach Dome. Okay. 1 damage down. We lost our doof. Fine. Not an issue. Brain Trust seems good. Preemptive. Don't like to see that. Celebrity Gift. They don't need money. It's fine. It's a snare. See if they fire that. We can no longer steal Obokata. Cyberdex Fire Suite. Flashy. No, you can have that. Data Loop. Okay, they have the money for that now. And now the Mwanza. And they just gained 16 credits. So we didn't die. I think we definitely want to clear the tag. The Nancy's now resable. It's not a card we could fem anyways, so we had the most value there. And we had to pay more attention there. I think we saw the next 4 cards. But we know the game is not going to be over anytime soon. Unless now we give them the money they need to kill us with the Philotic. So we'll draw once for a credit and a card. Oh, that's an interesting card. Actually, that would have been really good against the Kakugo. We got to remove this tag, though. We don't want to lose our turning wheel. Now, the Fast Advance Philotic is 5 damage. We lose. If they have another Biotic, I guess they need another Biotic. All right, the next 3 cards we know. They're Celebrity Gifting us their hand, -1. I really didn't pay attention what we draw. It was so much for getting this done before the reset. Yeah, right? Breach Dome, Wanza, News Team Preemptive, Shikyu. So I think the Preemptive was on top. So they can Resonancy. It's fine, though. We break it for, like, what? 13? 9, I think. Five minutes. Whew. Actually, we probably need to get this going. Doof isn't that much value, right? We spend 2 to gain 3, they lose 5. Yeah, Doof is useless. That's the big problem with Doof is because it's not such a big credit gain card in this matchup. In this matchup, we could consider filling tags. It's bad of keeping Corpse down that we did give 16 credits to. So be surprised with that. Where are those agendas? They're not in HQ. The next 2 cards of R&D I think are clear. Maybe next 1 card, so don't know. No matter what, though, I think we're just going to win through the Nancy, through the data loop. The data loop's an issue, actually. That's the ice we want to fem in this matchup. The problem was Mwanza. Yeah, 100% the problem was Mwanza. It's a card that you can recover from 0 credits. There's a chance they lost. There's a chance they lose right there. They're actually gaining credits? They just shuffled their deck too. I don't know if they drew the data loop. We should have kept better track. 3 unseen cards? What happened? Okay, we're going to get through the Nazi. Server reset in 5. Yeah, we're going to farm counters in 3. That's an intimidating countdown. Okay, we're going to try and win as fast as we can. Go big or go home. If you're just tuning in, it's the Metropole Grid. We have 3 minutes to win this game. We are down 4 points. There's a news team in hand. If we steal an Obokata and 1 more agenda, we win. This could be not lethal. They installed it after they drew or before they drew. Always a misplay. Gotta call that out. Okay. So if we want to break Anansi, which we have to. Anansi's strength 6 or strength 5? Oh, beans. Strength 5. Okay, so it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have enough credits. The thing is, if they install another piece of ice there, a data loop, literally anything, we're boned. Apathy is 5, thank you. Shikyu's good when you're rich too? Yeah. The thing is, if it's in archives, it doesn't fire that often. Do we lose? It's a brain chest. We wanted that though. So we have no draw cards right now. And they're on game point. This could be game point. Let's go off this turn. How many cards do we need? Obokata's 5. If we steal Obokata 1 more agenda, we win. However, they hit us with Snare. We kind of need this card too. They hit us with Snare. We can't hit Obokata unless it wins us the game, which is super unlikely. So that actually 1 damage seemed pretty relevant. Fuck it. Gotta beat the servers. Gotta beat the servers. Also, we break this for less because we get lowest value. Yeah, so this is 6, 7. Hold on. Oh, we take 3 damage if we don't break all of them. Never mind. Because there's a draw card subroutine here if we want to have more cards in hand. Unfortunately, we also have an automatic counters, which isn't great. And Leroy Jenkins is correct. Leroy Jenkins. Card from deck. Project Kusanagi. That's what we want. Yeah. Obakata. We die the snare now. But we can win. We can win. Preemptive. That's not a winning card. Just in time. GG. Just in time for the servers. That was risky. Let's see how far we go before we die. Shipman. Snare. Whew. Whew, whew. Oh man, GG. Thanks for the game, eh? For sure that was the 2 minutes to shut down play. See you around, eh? Thanks again. Man, that's good radio. All right. Nice wardrobe. It's a t-shirt, man. What do you want from me? Hey, welcome back to the Match Ball Grid. My name is Andre. We had the second camera set up because we had Pat was here. If you're just tuning in, we have Twitch chat up here. I'm aware that there's a delay between the audio and video on this camera. Losing connection to server. If you're not seeing this, it just said right now, so we just beat it by a minute. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, so this is the thing we'll do in the future, which is kind of cool. Actually, probably we can't, because this is not even my camera. This is the work camera. Since J-Not is off now, how are you feeling about Labyrinths of Lunacy? I've played it. It's phenomenal. If you play it with 12 people, it's the best. Also, we just finished the 5th thing in the 5th Carcosa expansion, data pack, whatever. It was the best Arkham I've ever played. It's great. Labyrinths is worth playing if you fight 12 people. On its own, I don't know. Yeah. That's probably all for tonight. Thanks so much for dropping by. There's the JNet server shutting down. Who knows what they're going to redo, if they're just rebooting everything or they're adding more features. Very important to know, next week is E3. The Electronics Entertainment Expo. The video games are going to be happening down in LA. I'm going to be there at work, so there's going to be no stream next week. We'll be back the week after that. Also, that following Saturday, and I think it's the 16th, there is a regional Quebec City. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be there. I know people from Montreal are going to be there. If you're around the area, you should check it out. I think that's all we have in terms of the news. I think I'm going to get the Windows license working soon, and there's, yeah, maybe we can look into a second camera. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. It's cool that we have this one around, I guess. That's largely it. Thanks so much for dropping by. I know a lot of people have regionals this season. Also, the Kampala Ascendance unboxing is not going to be happening until we come back. It's a pretty tough one to get through. I wanted to test some of the cards more before we got to it. And so that's going to happen when we come back because, well, we're not going to be here. That's it. Get a VR camera so I can feel like it's there with you. Man, I've seen some people do some really compelling streams, some Twitch streams for VR where they have like multiple cameras and they like inlay green screen so you can see the VR from their eyes. Like really cool stuff. Thanks so much for all the people we play games with. Thanks so much for Pat for dropping by, and of course for y'all in chat. Sorry YouTube, you don't have your chat up here. We look to fix that in the near future. This we set up 10 minutes before the stream. That's largely it. Have a good week. If you have regionals this weekend, best of luck. Congrats to the Euros winners and all the people that competed at Euros. You can check that out on twitch.tv/NeoRedingGrid. Also, we did an interview on Emergency Shutdown if you want to check that out on Twitch. Good stream. Till next time. Hey, Paglos, enjoy your week. Remy, Cap, enjoy your week too. All good, man. Catch you. Hey, Matt, Tokes, thanks so much for dropping by. Everyone in YouTube chat as well. Enjoy your week. Ciao.